Man, y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. I'm on that bullshit again.
Let me tell y'all a little story about me. In the boxing world, my name is Mr. ILTBA. The acronyms for ILTBA is
Mr. Undeniable, hold up. Mr. These boys can't touch me.
If you do, bet I ain't got shit to prove. Boo does go tooth, Lil Bruce, smile sharp enough to choose. Bang, bang, right through your cool. Walking like a rumor with a pulse. Lip curl sweeter than your cold. My eyes say try me and you freeze like salt. Got your huggle. You wanted that smoke, I'm the whole damn stack. Got your huggle. Step up, I'll clear the room. You're a daisy if you do. You're a daisy if you do.
R-U-L.
All laces in my hand, better back. Tongue sharp like a tag, hit a click, clack. You wanted that heat, now it's time to meet the sun. No shade, just black. Walk slow, silver in my lap. Halo, crooked heart attack. Say a piece, talk that trash. I turn every word to glass. Cut deep.
Oh shit, it's your boy Mr. ILTBA. I'm touching down from that 2, 1, 4, and I'm on that bullshit again. I'm on that bullshit today, right? Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. I was scrolling up my articles, and what do I see? So y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. I must address the bullshit.
R-U-L. Truth.
Man, shout out to everybody out here from that 214. Where I'm at. Shout out to everybody across the states. Wherever you at. Shout out to everybody across the pond. Salute. Man, hold up. You're not rocking with your guy, RFD, aka Ray from Dallas, and I want to tell everybody out here I love y'all to death and thems, right? I love y'all to death and thems, and I know I'm late, right? But see, I was over there rocking out with Pretty Kooky, man. Y'all make sure y'all turn them notifications on. Because guess what? Tonight, she played the song of the year. Shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to the beautiful Pretty Kooky, the beautiful Emma Rose, the beautiful Madame, the beautiful Mevi, and everybody else who in here. Before we start, please, if y'all got another social media, Cheryl, you understand me? If y'all could support, y'all see it rolling across the screen, right? And yeah, look. And I ain't heard the gaslight either, right? Go look on her live. I was still on her live. I say, I'm going to be late. I got to listen to this 5 more times. No cap. I was just on her live. I promise to God. Yeah, and we're going to get to it. Listen, I'm not lying, y'all. Man, hold up, look. Let me show y'all something. Man, shout out to Pretty Kooky, man. Man, I ain't lying, y'all. It's like, I'm like this, and my kids like it too. Like this song right here called Blue Curtains, right? And what's so gangster about this, right? Like, it had me. It had me. I'm sorry. And I ain't gaslighting her nothing, right? I'm rocking with Pretty Kooky because she rock with me. But this bitch, right? This song right here, man, this bitch had me on fire lit. And it's a beautiful song. Oh my. So with further ado, and salute to the beautiful, Pretty Kooky, Blue Curtains.
The wind hums low, a hollow refrain through cracked window pane. It calls my name. The clock ticks slow. Its echo stays. Each moment drags, then slips away. Blue, blue curtains are hiding all my pain. Blue, blue curtains are dancing in the rain. Blue, blue curtains keep the shine far away. Blue, blue curtains won't let me escape. The walls close in, shadows stretch along. Night wears a mask where dreams don't belong. A bird once sang, now silent it lies. The sky holds no stars, just clouded sighs. The pain's a prison, the glass cuts deep. Eyes wide open, yet I can't sleep. Blue, blue curtains are hiding all my pain. Blue, blue curtains are dancing in the rain. Blue, blue curtains keep the shine far away. Blue, blue curtains won't let me escape. Oh, if I could tear 'em down, let the light pour through. But they hang like chains, stitched with sorrow's hue. Every fold whispers secrets I can't erase. Every thread pulls tighter, leaving no space.
Man, that song was so good, right? What's going on? Hold on 1 second. That song was so good, right? Man, I had to screen record that shit. Now look, shout out to everybody, right? We heard tonight, right? And I'm gonna get back to it. What really happened, right? The Maui doctor, Gerhardt, right? Trial. Let's take that walk, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. But before we get to that, man, hey man, you got to give it up. You got to get credit where credit is due. All right, you got to get credit where credit is due. That song was amazing. And listen, y'all, I'm finna, we watched the opening statements today, and I don't know, right? I don't know, about this, right? Because it's believable to me. It's, right now we looking at it, but like how the prosecution said what they said, I could see that. But what the defense said, I could see that too. And I'm glad that the beautiful Emma Rose told me to check this out, right? Real talk. And I'm glad I was able to watch them openings before the GOAT show tonight, because this trial got me intrigued, right? So while I get this set up, y'all, we're going to play Blue Blue Curtains again. And when we come back, we're going to watch
The wind hums low, a hollow refrain through cracked window panes. It calls my name. The clock ticks slow. Its echo stays. Each moment drags, then slips away. Blue, blue curtains are hiding all my pain. Blue, blue curtains are dancing in the rain. Blue, blue curtains keep the shine far away. Blue, blue curtains won't let me escape. The walls close in, shadows stretch long. Night wears a mask where dreams don't belong. A bird once sang, now silent it lies. The sky holds no stars, just clouded sighs. The pain's a prison, the glass cuts deep, eyes wide open, yet I can't sleep. Blue, blue curtains are hiding all my pain. Blue, blue curtains are dancing in the rain. Blue, blue curtains keep the shine far away. Blue, blue curtains won't let me escape. Oh, if I could tear 'em down, let the light pour through. But they hang like chains, stitched with sorrow's hue. Every fold whispers secrets I can't erase. Every thread pulls tighter, leaving no space.
Song of the Year. Song of the Year. Man, Song of the Year. I'm not gaslighting. Like me, y'all know I'm on that hip-hop rap shit, but you know, I like that R&B too. Right? Because when me and mine's riding, we listening to both. Right? But man, shout out to the beautiful, pretty kooky. You hear me? This right here, one of them, I'm telling you. Oh my. Woo. Now look, before we get into that, I want to talk about Kelsey Fitzsimmons real quick. Just real quick. Man, y'all please go subscribe to her. Cause she got more songs over there. But see, man, I like to push a song, right? Like, and then put like this right here. I don't know. This is heavy Man, hold up. But look, I want to get to the Gerhardt, the Maui doctor. But I want to talk about the Kelsey Fitzsimmons real quick. Noonan came on there and, he displayed a lot. He displayed him not being that credible, right? But also in a certain sense, we still got to wait for Kelsey to get on that stand. We still got to wait for her to get on that stand, y'all. Right? It's heartbreaking. You don't want to see this happen to nobody. Not a forensic, I'm not nothing. It's just, I just wonder which way the judge gonna go with it. Because I just can't get over, her saying she want her to be over with. How much is the judge gonna take that into consideration of believability that she might wanted to try to like whoop-de-whoop him, Like I say, it's a lot of tactics where I heard where they said the gun was under her. If you shoot her, like and her arm is coming up, I don't know how it's gonna be up under her. Right? But what I do know is it was a lot of holes in his story. And what this is dependent on is Kelsey's testimony. That's just in my opinion, right? But let's go and get to this Maui doctor. I know we don't heard enough Kelsey today, and we're going to have her all day tomorrow. But I'm going to be on this too right here, though, y'all. Straight up. No cap. I'm going to be on this too, though, y'all. Straight up. No cap. So, let's see how we do. Oh, hold up. Why is that him first? Is this the one? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. 1 second. At the stage. Boom. I think this is her first testimony. Then we're going to have the cross. So let's see how this goes.
Can you describe for us what you and the defendant were doing as you started to head back down the trail?
Sure, we were just walking and talking, and I was like, I'm not as much fun as I used to be since I having kids, I guess. But yeah, I'm just, we were walking down and there's this big tree, and I was like, I'll climb the tree. You can take my picture up there. And so we did that.
Okay. Who took the picture of who in the tree?
Yeah, I climbed the tree.
My
I
initial
Gerhardt,
thoughts is, it's just my initial thoughts. I still got to read the end. I think it's more believable from the husband's side, maybe. That's just me. I mean, madam, that's just me. I mean, in Emma Rose, that's just me. Yeah, this the hiker. So, this on this side right here, on this one, that's what I was talking about. My initial thoughts is after hearing opening statements, but I don't know though because I got to get through this whole. But it's like a little bit more believable what the defense said. But it's like, damn, the prosecutor said he called his son tell his son like he was gonna do this to her. Yeah, so you said the strange part, I'm kind of with you. You Ray as much as I wasn't after the prosecution. Yeah. Thank you, Emma.
phone and my purse to hold, and I climbed the tree and he took the picture on my phone.
So after you take the picture in this tree, where did you go?
And then I just climbed back down, back to Gerhardt in the trail.
Okay. Once you climbed down from the tree, who had your phone and your purse?
Gerhardt still had my phone and purse.
Okay. What was in your purse?
Well, my phone had with it my ID and credit card, and then the purse had, sunglasses and chapstick, something like that.
Okay. Now you mentioned one picture of.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. So, her husband, or soon-to-be ex, is on trial for attempted murder against her, right? And she claims that they was going on this trail and he tried to, K her. He hit her with rocks, right? And women came in saying that she was saying help. But the defense saying, because they was going through some things. She was cheating, working at this job with this other dude, cheating on them. They went to their couples retreat and stuff. And the defense he said that it was over with because she was trying to still go back to the job that dude worked at. And they agreed, her and the dude who on trial, her husband, agreed that she wouldn't, and she was going to do it anyway. So the defense said they started fighting. She's jumping on him, hitting him, because he say he going to tell everybody she been cheating, whoop-de-whoop, right? And then he said she picked up a rock, hit him. Then he said his normal reaction was to hit her twice back with the rock. Yeah. It's a lot. It really is. But basically, they say he tried to M her, and he said that she attacked him, hit him. His natural reaction was to hit her back. He never was trying to do that. And defense said they're going to bring doctors in to prove that the lacerations wasn't deadly. So let's see.
You in a tree. Did you take any other pictures when you're coming down the trail?
We did. At that point, Gerhardt said, let's take a selfie. There's like a cliff's edge there. And he's like, let's take a selfie with this view in the background. And so we went and took a picture there as well.
Did you take any pictures of the defendant?
On the hike up, we were both taking pictures. We were taking Snapchats and pictures. We have a family Snapchat group, and we were sending pictures in there.
I see. Okay. Did you, and you said Snapchat. What is Snapchat?
Snapchat is an app that's photo-based that you send. I don't know how to describe it better than that. It's ephemeral.
And you said there was a ephemeral?
It doesn't last very long. It's not like permanent storage. So you would send maybe less. You would send more pictures than you might otherwise.
Yeah, and another thing. The wife said that, because he a doctor, and the wife said that he had a syringe and he was trying to load the syringe while he had her on the ground. And I'm thinking to myself, this is me thinking to myself, if you're a doctor, it'll already be loaded, right? Why is you trying to load it while she's on the ground? That just don't make sense to me. And that's what the defense was saying.
And did you have access to any of your photos from Snapchat after this?
Some, not all.
I'm going to approach with State's Exhibit 131.
No, that's his wife. Madam, that's his wife or soon to be ex-wife.
Which is previously confirmed to defense counsel and shown again.
That's the one who said he tried to do that to her.
Yes. Daryl, I've handed you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 131. Do you recognize what I've handed you?
Yes.
What is this?
This is a picture of Gerhardt standing by the cliff's edge that I took on Snapchat and sent in that family Snapchat message.
Okay. Could you clarify this for us? Is this going up the trail or coming down?
This was taken on the way
Yes.
up when we were hiking up before we hit the ground.
Okay. Does this photo fairly and accurately depict the defendant as you photographed him on March 24, 2025?
Yes, it does.
At this point, the state moves exhibit states 131 into evidence.
No objection. What is the mark for identification that states exhibit 131 and proceed with evidence?
And I'm going to publish now states exhibit 131. Okay. Ariel, what, if you can look at the photo and describe maybe what's on the screen as well, what is the text?
Hawaii. This Hawaii. This in Hawaii, I think. Hawaii.
It says don't look down.
Okay. And who was, is your identification on the photo anywhere?
Yes, up in the upper left-hand corner. It says Ari Konig.
Okay. And what is Ari Konig? Is
That's my name, Ari, short for Ariel.
that your Snapchat ID as well?
I'm sure it is.
Oha. Where's
I'm going to take
is that still Hawaii, Emma? Is that still Hawaii? Emma, I didn't know you was a lawyer.
It's exhibit 131. And I'm going to retrieve the exhibit from you.
No, but that would have went to her. His life insurance for him. If something would have happened to him, Emma, if something would have happened to him, he upped his. Oh, you know, you said you was going to a case today, a Zoom. Oh, okay, that was just probably a court here to go to. I'm sorry. But now, yeah. He upped his life insurance if something happened to him, not her. And he showed her on the trail. That's what the defense said. Do you think it's word for him or her? For the defendant? Yeah. Because I'm trying to see if do that mean anything? Is that a motive for him? I don't think that's a motive for him. That's just me, but hey, let's get through it.
Ariel, why did you say don't look down?
It's a very steep cliff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I want to fast forward in time a little bit to the photos you mentioned later.
Sure.
So did you take any other photos on the way down?
Yeah, for
Yes,
her.
right at that
Yes.
cliff. When I had come out of the tree and when we had walked to that cliff area, Gerhardt said, let's take a selfie with this as the
Because
backdrop.
remember, everybody, she was cheating. You know, she was getting bent over in one of them stalls like Halle Berry off Monsters Ball. I just want to make me feel good, Mr. Miller. Just make me feel good. It was a Mr. Miller who she was with. So she was cheating.
So we would be standing with our backs to the cliff, taking a photo.
Before you took that selfie, or before the defendant asked to take that selfie, did you notice anything about the defendant's attention?
Yes, he was very aware of where I was, where my feet were, where he was, and where the trail was. I felt like he was often looking at my feet and just very spatially aware of where I was on the trail.
Okay, so ain't y'all on a hike? Ain't y'all could fall down? He not supposed to be paying attention to his surroundings. I'm just thinking that. You say Ray Ahai is another island in Hawaii, the one with Honolulu, the big city. I'm on Big Island. So you really from Hawaii? Okay. I know you as Emma Rose, and I know that you changed the name to Tully's diaper, and then but you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you ever take that selfie?
We did. It wasn't quite as close to the edge as he wanted. I was standing.
And another
in that photo,
thing, the defense said she erased a lot of her texts. So I wonder what text she erased.
there's a pine tree, and I was holding onto a branch of that because I was just uneasy that close to the edge. And we did take a selfie, but I held onto that tree.
Do you still have access to that selfie?
I don't.
What happened after you?
What happened to the selfie? Man, it's dope. You from Hawaii, Emma. Emma from Hawaii. That's why I just used to still say Emma Rose. Because even when you was totally diaper. I say MRO because I just thought you'd be making up. I never knew, but that's dope.
You took the selfie while you were holding onto the tree.
I just asked him to move down the trail a little bit so that I could get past without having to go near the cliff.
And then how did the defendant react to that?
He was a little like, okay, and then he moved a few paces away.
So after the defendant moved down the trail a few paces away, what did you do?
Then I walked to him. So he was then facing me and the cliff, and I walked up to him. And again, we were just, everything was normal. I walked up and just kind of like brushed my hands against his shoulders, like a little hug.
Oh, you did, huh?
As you had your hands against his shoulders, where was the defendant facing?
He was facing the cliff, facing me. My back was to the cliff, and he's facing me.
How far behind you was the cliff?
Feet, 10 or less. 10 or less feet.
Oh, really?
Right. So,
Okay.
after this happens, after you get to where the defendant is on the trail, what happened next?
When I walk up to him, then he grabbed me really forcefully by my upper arms, and he said, "I'm so sick of this. Get back over there." And he starts pushing me back towards the cliff.
He said, "What?" I'm
While
so.
the defendant was grabbing you and pushing you, what did you do?
I mean, I was surprised. It felt almost like he was kidding at first, and I was like, "What are you doing?" But
He what?
he had grabbed me really hard and was moving me. So we kind of wrestled a little bit, and I threw myself onto the ground because there's a lot of trees and shrubs there so that I could hold on.
I'm sick of this shit. So did nothing happen before that? I'm sick of this shit. That's it? You say I was taking a selfie, take a picture, click, click. Then all of a sudden he just said, "I'm sick of this shit." Oh, okay.
As you threw yourself to the ground, how did the defendant respond?
Well, he got on top of me and he was kind of trying to pull me, and we're wrestling, and he ended up straddling me. So he had his legs on either side, kind of across my waist.
On March 21st, 2025, how tall were you?
About 5'6",
And how much did you weigh on that date?
about 145 pounds.
Okay. And on that date, how tall was the defendant?
About 5'10",
And how much did he weigh?
maybe 165 pounds.
Okay. And then you said straddling. Can you describe what that looked like for us?
Sure. I'm laying on my back, and he's on top of me with kind of like one leg on either side across my waist, facing me.
Once the defendant was on top of you, what did he do next?
So he was first trying to pull me, trying to get me closer to the cliff. And again, I could kind of hold on to the roots and stuff that were around us. And then he had a backpack that he was hiking with. And he, like I said, he's on top of me. And he had a syringe in his hand. And he says, "Hold still." And I see the syringe, and I just kind of like batted away from us both.
When you first saw that syringe in his hand, did you actually see where it
I
came
don't
from?
know yet.
I didn't see where it came from, though.
All right. And you said you were able to bat it. Do you know where it went?
It just fell on the ground sort of near us. It would have been to my left because I could still kind of see it in my periphery. So I was trying to make sure it wasn't going to get grabbed again.
And then could you describe what you remember about the syringe, what it looked like?
Sure. It was a clear syringe with a blue piece, maybe blue plunger, I guess is what that's called.
Once you were able to bat the syringe away onto the ground, what did the defendant do next?
So he had taken his backpack off, and it was on the ground to his left, so kind of to the right side of my body here. And he was digging in that with his left hand, and then kind of holding me down with his right hand. And I'm screaming, and I'm saying, "What are you doing? Get off me." And he's saying like, "You're done. I'm so sick of you. I'm so done with you." And I'm trying to kind of protect myself and get out of there. But also he's gripping his hand closed really hard.
You're through. You're done. You're through. I'm sick of you. Where's the emotion at, lady? Where's the emotion at? That tummy tuck ass chin you got. Where is the emo? You're done. Look how she say this. Oh, hold up, that's it. That's how he said it.
And I'm screaming and I'm saying, "What are you doing? Get off me!" And he's saying like, "You're done. I'm so sick of you. I'm so done with you." And I'm trying to kind of protect myself and get out of there. But also he's gripping his hand closed really hard. And there's a vial in his hand. So I was trying to pry his hand open so I could grab that vial out.
Really?
Which hand did you see the vial in?
The vial was in his right hand.
And did you actually get to see the entire vial?
No.
Okay. What part of it did you see?
I mean, I could see pieces of it because I'm trying to like pry his fingers off of it so that I can grab it and throw it.
Were you able to open his hand that was holding the vial?
Not enough to get the vial away.
All right. You mentioned the defendant was saying some things. Can you tell us what you remember he said as he was on top of you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm screaming and he's telling me, "Shut up. Nobody's going to hear you out here. Nobody's coming to save you." And I'm saying like, "You can't do this. Everyone knows we're on a hike. They'll know this wasn't an accident and our kids will be orphans. You'll go to jail and I'll be dead. Like, you have to stop."
What?
And again, he's saying like, "You're
What?
done. We're done with you. We don't need you anymore. You're done. You're done."
What? Lady.
Did telling the defendant any of these things that you told him, did that get him to stop?
No, not really. And I had said like, "Your mom just sent me a really beautiful text for my birthday. Like, your family will be upset if I die.
You were saying all
He
that.
can't face our kids after this."
You were saying all
He did
that.
seem at that point to like calm down a little bit. Like, it seemed like he took a deep breath and calmed down. And so I had this moment where I was like, okay.
Oh look, she was saying all that. I'm just saying. She was saying all that, just like Officer Noonan was saying. Don't do it. She leaned to the left. She racked it. Was able to do all. She was saying all that while she said he was trying to surrender. Your mom just sent me a bill. I'm just asking. Let's keep going. I'm sorry.
This is the break. Like, I can get out. And then he just starts hitting me with a rock.
Okay. I'm going to backtrack for just a moment, Ariel. As the defendant was on top of you, as the defendant was saying things, and as you were saying things back, were you trying to defend yourself physically at all?
Yes. And I'm screaming and trying to defend myself physically. So I think I bit his forearm at one point, trying to, that would have been his right forearm. And then I was also squeezing his testicles with so I had my right hand, trying to squeeze his testicles to get him to get off of me.
I thought you was trying to get out.
Okay. And was that, when you were doing those things, was that before or after he calmed down?
That was before he calmed down.
Okay. So what happened, you said, after the defendant calmed down?
Oh, well, it felt like he calmed down because it looked like he took a deep breath.
So you
And again, I was screaming, and so he's covering my mouth.
I'm sorry. Okay. Hold on. I'm sorry. So I'm just trying to think this out. She said it looked like he calmed down because he took a deep breath. Oh, you tired him out, huh? You Ronda Rousey him or something? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make this. I'm just listening. She said he had calmed down because he took a deep breath. But did you put him in the armbar? Did you get him in the choke? I'm sorry.
Stuff, and then we had this moment of like, he seems like he takes a deep breath, and then he just starts hitting my face and my head with a rock.
Did you see where the defendant got the rock from?
I didn't see where he got it from, but like spatially, he was like reaching up around this area of my head. So my impression was that there was a rock on the ground near my head that he was able to grab.
Were you just holding your hand around the left side of your head?
Yes. Sorry.
When the defendant was hitting you with the rock, did you say anything?
I just started screaming because in my mind, he was trying to knock me unconscious to get.
See, this is the one thing right here she said. And this one I'm real skeptical. I'm just trying to see how they're going to do it. She said he hit her 10 times on the head, right? 10 times with a big rock on the head. And look, they got him on her for attempted M, right? So I'm looking at it like this. She went to the hospital. They didn't take her straight to the emergency room. She was waiting in the hallway for 30 minutes because there was more people who needed help more than her. Yeah, where's the like she said, that was the opening statement, that he hit her 10 times. And like the defense say, yeah, when you hit somebody up there, yeah, it's going to be bleeding, but you're going to have medical doctors come here. Look, the woman got stitches and left the hospital the next day. That's attempted murder? Oh, my.
To be able to drag me over the edge. So I just was screaming then as much as I could.
Did the defendant respond to what you were screaming?
No.
Did anybody other than the defendant respond to what you were screaming?
Yes. So I'm screaming, and I do think I was saying something like, please help. He's trying to kill me. You know, I'm hoping somebody can kind of hear that. And I, at some point, hear a woman's voice say, we're here. We're calling 911. We're here. We're calling 911.
Okay. So after you hear that woman's voice,
Yeah,
what
happened?
He just kind of like, Gerhardt just kind of froze and knelt back away from me. And I just crawled away really slowly. And again, he seemed just like frozen. And then I was yelling to the voices I heard, are you still there? Are you still there? Don't leave me. And I couldn't hear anybody calling anything back. So I just kept crab walking away. Like I'm on my butt, kind of like scooting. And I just kept going and got to like a lower part of the trail.
Really?
And the women were down there, and one of them was on the phone with emergency personnel.
as you crab walked away, did the defendant follow you?
No.
So as you crab walked away, did you see what the defendant did?
You said, what you mean by medical attention? Nah, listen, look. This woman testifying, look at her like she like I'm ready to see what the defense gonna do, because see, this is my thing right here. She was cheating on Cuz. She was cheating on him with Mr. Miller. I hope Mr. Miller have to come up here and testify, right? And then Cuz had just showed her on a hike that he had got the extra money, $1 million that day. So, yeah, it's gonna.
He just, like I said, he seemed frozen. He just kind of stood up and was staring. And then I didn't see where he went after that. He didn't follow me when I went down to those women.
What happened when you got to the two women?
When I got to them,
They say he FaceTimed his son, and they say his son gonna come and testify that he said that he think he K'd her, so I got to hear that story. So like I say, this is interesting. Like Emma from Hawaii, aka Emma Rose, said, and I appreciate her for putting me on this.
we were just trying to figure out how to get out of there as quickly as we could. And so he tried to stand me up to see if we could walk down with me draped over them to get through, but I couldn't stand.
I don't even believe she grabbed his balls. I think that's a fabricated story. Yeah, she got some interesting face. She do got some. I think the son 18 or 19, but I think so, but I can't wait. I think he 18 or 19. They said, I'm not sure. I can't wait, but I think that's what they said.
Excuse me. That was just like an unstable. So one of them went behind me and was kind of sweeping to make sure he wasn't coming after us, visually scanning to make sure he wasn't coming after us. And then the other one was in front leading us. And one of the women had like a large metal water bottle, and she had that in her hand, and she was like, "This is the only weapon I have." But and then I crab walked or kind of scooted down the whole trail with them on kind of either part to try to keep us safe.
After this happened, where was your phone?
My phone and my bag were still with Gerhardt.
Still with the defendant?
Yes.
So does that include your purse that you mentioned?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Now look, I got that one. I don't think that was it though. But I think this is the defense right here. Let's see.
Good morning,
This is
Ms.
the
Konig.
defense.
Good morning.
My name is Tommy Hotake. I'm Gerhardt's attorney. I have some questions for you this morning, ma'am. If I ask a question that you don't understand, please let me know and I'll try my best to clarify it, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I want to begin a little bit with this issue of Mr. Jeffrey Miller. Mr. Miller was a coworker of yours, yes?
That's right.
And was he a senior vice president at the company that you
So
worked?
Mr. Miller was a senior vice president. That's what they talking about. This is what the defense talking about now. The dude who was Holly Berry monster balling her in his office and everywhere. Senior vice president, making that big money. Right? Yeah.
For?
Not at the time, no.
At the time, what was his position? And when at the time, I mean in November, December of 2024. What was his position at Terra Power at the time?
A director, senior director, something like that.
Senior director. Okay. Now, you understood Mr. Miller was also married, yes?
Yes.
You were married at the time, yes?
Yeah.
That's right.
You
Boyfriend
indicated
the boss.
under oath today that after the discovery of these communications with you and Mr. Miller, you and Gerhardt would refer what had happened between the two of you.
Hold up real quick. I don't think I got the full testimony in the first one, so hold up. Yeah. Hold up real quick, because I'm from there. What's the name? How the fuck I get that clip? Hawaii. How the fuck I get that clip? I want to make sure I ain't tripping. I'm sorry. I got to make sure I get this. Enough for a testimony. I know it wouldn't. I know it wouldn't. I know it wouldn't. Give me one second. I'm finna find it. Because that can be. Because I know that's the defense. Because I know that one there's no 16 fucking minutes. All right, so let's see how I'm finna do it right here. Let's see if this works. Hold on. I apologize, y'all.
Pull me and drag me, and then he gets on top of me, and then yes.
I
All right, let me get out of there because I don't know who that is right there. And they live. So I don't want to. I'm going to find it though. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't know who. I'm going to find it though. What the fuck? That? You said look on. Oh, she sent it. All right, hold up. My bad. Thank y'all. 1 second. We're gonna find that real quick. Cause I need to see this shit, cause sent what? The what? What she saying? I ain't got nothing. I'm gonna find that bitch though. Where is it? That's the opening. And with that fucking testimony. It's the opening side. What the fuck they just. Let me see something. 1 second, y'all. I'm finna get this. I ain't even at this. What was that date? So this got to be right. No, oh no, this, hold up, this day 2. She must have been on day 1. Fuck it, I'm just gonna have to go get it the other way. I was just, let me see if she got it. Hold up real quick, I bet she got it. I hope she got it. Hopefully. Oh yeah. This is like this offense. The prosecutors, let's see. Oh no, that's a defense. Okay, so I think I found it with her. Let me just get on her page real quick because she is the truth. And let me go to these videos. Okay, here it is. I found it. Y'all 1 second. I found it.
I've at the Poly Lookout
found
parking
it. Got
lot
this up
at
shortly.
mid-morning, maybe around 10 a.m.
Just
Yeah?
downloading this so we don't have no problems. Oh yeah, I found what I need. Let me get these out. Cause the defense crossed. Look, I'm like that. And I just don't like this case right here, it like, like how she just get stitches. Stitches? Man, thank you for doing that. Like, so yeah, so now got it downloaded. Hope y'all can still. Mm-hmm. And Cahoe. I'm sorry, y'all. I messed up. But
I
this is
am
the
on
real one.
Howard too.
Lance. Oh, Louis.
You've been living March 24th.
6.5 years.
Okay, as of that date, 1 year ago today, how long had you been in a relationship with him?
Would have been about 9 years then.
When did you first meet Gerhardt Konig?
We met in the spring of 2016.
And you mentioned you have some children. Do you have any children with Gerhardt?
Yes, I have 2 children with Gerhardt.
How old are those children?
They are 5 and 3.
If you were to see Gerhardt again, would you recognize him?
Yes.
Could you stipulate to identification? Stipulation accepted, reflect that there's identification by Mrs. Konig.
I'll skip ahead a little bit. Ariel, I'm going to ask you about an incident from March 24, 2025, around 10 o'clock a.m. Do you remember that incident?
Yes, I do.
Where were you going that morning?
Gerhardt and I were going to a hike on the Polypuka Trail.
And so, where is that hike again?
The Polypuka Trail?
Is that on the island of Oahu?
Yes, it is.
Why were you and the defendant on the island of Oahu on March 24, 2025?
We came to Oahu to celebrate my birthday.
When is your birthday?
My birthday is March 24th.
Okay. When did you actually arrive on Oahu?
Today is
We
her
got
birthday.
here, March 23rd, the day before.
Damn.
And when were you scheduled to leave?
On the 25th.
You said March 24th was your birthday. I'm going to approach now what's marked as State's Exhibit 133, previously shown to defense counsel. 133. May I approach, Your Honor? Yes. Okay, Ariel, I've just handed you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 133. Do you recognize what I've just handed you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What is this?
This is a birthday card that Gerhardt gave me last year.
And when did the defendant give you that birthday card?
It was in the morning. We were at our hotel getting ready to leave for breakfast and then for the hike, and gave me a present in this card.
Does this photograph fairly and accurately depict the birthday card the defendant gave you on March 24th, 2025?
Yes.
At this point, the state will move State's Exhibit 133 into evidence.
No objection. What has been marked for identification as State Exhibit 133 is received as evidence.
I'm going to publish now what's been marked as State's Exhibit 133. Ariel, how did you feel when you got this card?
Hopeful. I was I teared up when I read it. I thought it was really sweet. And we were coming off of a hard season. So, I felt hopeful that this was a turning point for us in our marriage and that this was going to be a nice trip and kind of started the next chapter for us.
I'll come back to what you just mentioned there a little bit later.
Sure.
Miss
I'm going to take
Holmes,
down State's Exhibit 133.
salute beautiful.
Could we?
I didn't know you was in here. I'm sorry.
He's published it in a way where they can see it. I'll look at it when they can break. It's up to the state to publish the exhibit as they wish.
I'm going to retrieve these later.
Look at her. She said, oh, look at her. Oh, face ass.
All right, Ariel, you got the birthday card in the morning, you said, and then you were later around 10 a.m. on this hike. Can you describe how you got to the Polypuka hike?
We had a rental car, so we drove.
Who drove?
Gerhardt.
So he gave her a beautiful birthday card, right? A beautiful birthday card. I don't know what to say at the end, but he gave her a beautiful birthday card. Then he wanted to say, get out of here. Okay, so continue, prosecutor. Let me see how you coming.
And who planned the hike?
Gerhardt planned the hike.
Had you ever been on the Polypuka hike before?
I had not known.
Had you ever been to Oahu before?
No, this is my first trip to Oahu. I had flown through, but not visited the city.
Okay, so it's
No,
not-
she not getting charged for nothing. It's him. He getting charged for attempted M. They charged him for trying to do something to her. She just testifying against him, but we gotta see.
Yes.
But never left.
Yes.
Can you describe the area around the trailhead, or the start of the hike?
Sure. There's like a parking lot when you first get there, and then the trailhead itself is kind of hidden. There's a sign that says like, the trail is closed here, and it's up. There's like a lava rock wall, and it's above that wall. And then there's like some porta potties off to the side.
When you got to the trailhead, were there any other hikers around?
Yes, when we first got there, there were two hikers walking around, looking on their phones, kind of looking like they were looking for the trailhead. When there's a sign that says the trail is closed, so it looked like they were trying to figure out where the trail actually was.
And what did you and the defendant do when you saw those two would-be hikers?
We saw them, and I was like, "Oh, they're looking for the trail too. We should tell them it's up here," because we had seen hikes like that before, where you kind of go past the sign. And he said, "No, it'll be nicer if it's just us. We'll just." Go.
Okay, so you see people who are on vacation and you see them looking for a hike. He told them no. Okay, all right, let's see. Keep going.
Out and
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying. She said he told them no. Okay, or like if they see y'all hiking, they ain't gonna be like, "Hey, whoopty whoop 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 whoop. Is it this way?" If they look lost and they see other people, I'm just saying. I'm just hearing what she's saying.
give them time to find the hike. And so we went and parked and went over to the actual more visitor area at the Polypuka Trail.
Okay, you said the visitor area or the lookout. What area is that?
There's like a big flat area, and there's plaques and things, and then there's a big view, so you can go and take pictures and read about the site.
And how long did you and the defendant stay in that area?
I'd say less than 10 minutes. Just
Okay.
took some pictures and looked around.
And what were you looking out over in that area? Or what were you looking at?
It's a big valley.
Okay, and then after you were done at the Poly lookout area, looking at the area with the plaques and all that, where did you and the defendant go next?
Then we went and started the trail.
Did you hike the whole trail that way?
No.
Can you describe what the start of the trail was like?
Sure. And we just kind of quickly went behind the porta potties to get up there. And the start of the trail is pretty wooded and rocky.
You mentioned you didn't hike the whole trail. At a certain point, did you decide to turn around?
Yes, we were hiking, and there's kind of these cliff faces that you walk past, and it's pretty narrow. And I was just feeling uneasy, and I wasn't enjoying myself. And we got to a part where you had to kind of scramble, use your arms and legs to get up. And it was kind of exposed. There weren't really a lot of trees, and I was just uneasy. And so I told Gerhardt, I'm not having fun. I don't want to keep going. I'm going to stop here.
Carol, can you explain to us what was making you uneasy?
The cliffs were just feeling, it was windy.
Okay, now look, the defense said that they were just 5 minutes in, like they was right there, right? She making it look like they was deep in the jungle. So let's see.
And the trail was narrow and the cliffs were really steep.
She said he tried to kill her, hit her with a rock, multiple times, over 10 times on her skull. Look at this little bitty lady. And she was in the hospital. I'm just saying. She was in the hospital and got out the same thing with stitches. Okay. So.
You know what all the cliffs were?
And then, yeah, so this is crazy.
I don't, hundreds of feet, I would say.
Okay, so you're feeling uneasy, and you just said you told the defendant you didn't want to continue. What happened after you told the defendant that?
Well, I had hiked up part of that little scramble area, and I came back down because I was feeling it was very exposed up there. And so I came back down, and I told him he could keep going if he wanted to, and I would wait there. And so he went on for a little while while I just kind of hung out. And that was maybe, again, 5 or 10 minutes, and then he came back.
Okay, so once the defendant got back, did he say anything?
Yeah, he came back and he was like, it's really beautiful. You should really come on it. It's too dangerous for me to be walking around by myself, but you've already done the hardest part by coming up this part. You should really come up and we can keep going. And I was just like, no, I'm not enjoying it. I don't feel good. I'm not doing it.
All right, so after you told the defendant no again, what did you do?
Then we started making our way back down the trail.
And can you describe for us what you and the defendant were doing as you started to head back down the trail?
Sure, we were just walking and talking, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not as much fun as I used to be since having kids, I guess." But yeah, I'm just
not as much fun as used to be having kids. Girl, Mr. Miller was putting that sword on you, right? Is that believable to say, not as much fun as since having kids? Girl, that other dude was putting that sword on you. Like, is that really believable for her to say?
not enjoying this today. We were walking down and there's this big tree and I was like, oh, I'll climb the tree and take my picture up there. And so we did that.
Okay. Who took the picture?
Yeah, I'm kind of old, boring, in depth, right? 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 I'm kind of old, boring, and in depth conversation. Like, lady, I mean, at least let me just stop with her.
Of who in the tree?
Yeah, I climbed the tree. Yeah, I gave Gerhardt my phone and my purse to hold, and
You're in the tree. Where did you go?
I just climbed back down, back to Gerhardt in the trail.
Once you climbed down from the tree, who had your phone and your purse?
Gerhardt still had my phone and purse.
Okay. What was in your purse?
Well, my phone had with it my ID and credit card, and then the purse had sunglasses and chapstick, something like that.
Okay. Now you mentioned one picture of you in a tree. Did you take any other pictures when you're coming down the trail?
We did. At that point, Gerhardt said, "Let's take a selfie." There's like a cliff's edge there, and he's like, "Let's take a selfie with this view."
Oh
in the
no, I
background.
thought you were saying what she was saying on her KDK. I thought you were speaking. You talking about her, right?
So we went and took a picture there as well.
Did you take any pictures of the defendant?
On the hike up, we were both taking pictures. We were taking Snapchats and pictures. We have a family Snapchat group, and we were sending pictures in there.
I see. Okay. All right. Did you? And you said Snapchat. What is Snapchat?
Snapchat is an app that's photo based that you send. I don't know how to describe it better than that.
Okay, yeah. I thought you was, yeah, so I was right. Yeah, so, yeah, like you saying, let me sell myself. Who can resist that picture? That's exactly what she doing. That's exactly what she doing. Man, look at her husband, man. Like, I can't wait to hear the cross. I'm sorry, y'all.
And you said there was a ephemeral?
It doesn't last very long. It's not like permanent storage. So you would send maybe less. You would send more pictures than you might otherwise.
And did you? I'm going to approach with State's Exhibit 131. It's previously before the defense counsel. And may I approach? Yes. They're like handed you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 131. Do you recognize what I've handed you?
Yes.
What is this?
This is a picture of Gerhardt standing by the cliff's edge that I took on Snapchat and sent in that family Snapchat.
We share that, didn't we?
Ariel, why did you say don't look down?
It's a very steep cliff behind him.
Okay, I want to fast forward in time a little bit to the photos you mentioned later.
Sure.
So did you take any other photos on the way down?
Yes, right at that cliff. When I had come out of the tree, when we had walked to that cliff area, Gerhardt said, "Let's take a selfie with this as the backdrop." So we would be standing with our backs to the cliff, taking a photo.
Before you took that selfie, or before the defendant asked to take that selfie, did you notice anything about the defendant's attention?
Yes, he was very aware of where I was, where my feet were, where he was, and where the trail was. I felt like he was often looking at my feet and just very spatially aware of where I was on the trail.
Even though some of us saying this, right? She said he was very aware of where I was, my feet were. Y'all taking a picture? Why wouldn't he? Then why you? How would you? I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know, y'all. We got to continue. We ain't seen it all.
Yeah.
Did you ever take that selfie?
We did. It wasn't quite as close to the edge as he wanted. I was standing from that photo. You can see there.
No, but we got there's not cause he tried to not because she was cheating, but he said he was done with it. But he hit up with 2 rocks. But she's saying that he was trying to do that to her, right? So we got to see, like, he had a syringe and he was trying to put the syringe like while he was on top of her. Like, man, just watch this, Ms. Holmes.
There's a pine tree, and I was holding onto a branch of that because I was just uneasy that close to the edge. And we did take a selfie, but I held onto that tree.
Do you still have access to that selfie?
I don't.
What happened after you took the selfie while you were holding onto the tree?
I just asked him to move down the trail a little bit so that I could get past without having to go near the cliff.
And then how did the defendant react to that?
He was a little like, okay, and then he moved a few paces away.
So after the defendant moved down the trail a few paces away, what did you do?
Then I walked to him. So he was then facing me and the cliff, and I walked up to him. And then we were just, everything was normal. I walked up and just kind of like brushed my hands against his shoulders, like a little hug.
Oh, really?
As you had your hands against his shoulders, where was the defendant facing?
He was facing the cliff, facing me. My back was to the cliff, and he's facing me at the cliff.
And how far behind you was the cliff?
Feet, 10 or less. 10 or less feet.
All right. So, okay. After this happens, after you get to where the defendant is on the trail, what happened next?
When I walk up to him, that he grabbed me really forcefully by my upper arms, and he said, "I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Get back over there." And he starts pushing me back towards the cliff.
Now what? I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Get back over there and start pushing you towards the cliff. Now y'all seen we started from the beginning. I was wondering if the prosecution was gonna lead us into anything. So all of a sudden, he just started pushing. I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Okay. Y'all remember that, right? I thought it was gonna be something else. That the prosecution was gonna tell us if they get into an argument. He sent us a letter telling us she was so happy. That's showing he gave you the birthday letter. So why would he just say, "I'm so fucking sick of this," and ready to just push you up? Okay, let's keep going.
While the defendant was grabbing you and pushing you, what did you
Yeah,
do?
it's okay.
I mean, I was surprised. It felt almost like he was kidding at first, and I was like, "What are you doing?" But he he had grabbed me really hard and was moving me. So we kind of wrestled a little bit, and I threw myself on the ground because there's a lot of trees and shrubs there, so that I could hold on.
As you threw yourself to the ground, how did the defendant respond?
Well, he got on top of me, and he was kind of trying to pull me, and we're wrestling, and he ended up straddling me, so he had his legs on either side, kind of across my waist.
On March 24th, 2005, how tall were you?
About 5'6",
And how much did you weigh on that date?
about 145 pounds.
Okay. And on that date, how tall was the defendant?
About 5'10",
And how much did he weigh?
maybe 165 pounds.
Okay. And then you said straddling. Can you describe what that looked like for us?
Sure, I'm laying on my back, and he's on top of me with kind of like one leg on either side across my waist, facing me.
Once the defendant was on top of you, what did he do next?
So he was first trying to pull me, trying to get me closer to the cliff. And again, I could kind of hold on to the roots that were around us. And then he had a backpack that he was hiking with. And he, like I said, he's on top of me. And he had a syringe in his hand.
Yeah.
And he says, "Hold still." And I see the syringe, and I just kind of like bat it away.
He was trying to pull you while he was on top of you back to the cliff. Then he told you to hold still. Huh? Am I? Oh, somebody help me. Help me. Please.
Syringe in his hand. Did you actually see where it came from?
I didn't see where it came from, though.
All right. And you said you were able to bat it. You know where it went?
It just fell on the ground, sort of near us, maybe to my left, because I could still kind of see it in my periphery. So I was trying to make sure it wasn't going to get grabbed again.
And then could you describe what you remember about the syringe, or what it looked like?
Sure, it was a clear syringe with a blue piece, maybe blue plunger, I guess.
Once you were able to bat the syringe away onto the ground, what did the defendant do next?
So he had taken his backpack off, and it was on the ground to his left, so kind of to the right side of my body here. And he was digging in that with his left hand, and then kind of holding me down with his right hand.
Huh?
And I'm screaming, like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get off me!" He's saying like, "Fuck you, you're done. So sick of your shit, so done with you."
What the fuck are you doing? Move, get off of me. He said, "You're done. I'm so sick of you. I'm sick of your shit." What? Is y'all hearing this shit? Oh my God. Oh my.
And I'm trying to kind of protect myself and get out of there. But also he's gripping his hand closed really hard. And there's a vial in his hand. So I was trying to pry his hand open so I could grab that vial out.
It was a vial. You're trying to pry his hand open, huh? Oh,
Which hand did you see the vial in?
The vial was in his right hand.
And did you actually get to see the entire vial?
No.
What part of it did you see?
I mean, I could see pieces of it
yeah.
because I'm trying to like pry his fingers off of it so that I can grab it and throw it.
Were you able to open his hand that was holding the vial?
Not enough to get the vial away.
All right, you mentioned the defendant was saying some things. Can you tell us what you remember he said as he was on top of you?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm screaming and he's telling me, "Shut the fuck up. Nobody's going to hear you out here. Nobody's coming to save you." And I'm saying like, "You can't do this." Or everyone knows we're on a hike. They'll know this wasn't an accident and our kids will be orphans. You'll go to jail and I'll be dead. Like, you have to stop. And again, he's saying.
So he said that all to you. Oh, you said. You said your kids gonna be orphans. That's the word you use. Oh, we help me.
Like, "You're done. We're done with you. We don't need you anymore. You're done. You're done."
Did telling the defendant any of these things that you told him, did that get him to stop?
No, not really. And I had said, like, "Your mom just sent me a really beautiful text for my birthday. Like, your family will be upset if I die. He can't face our kids after this, you know." And he did seem at that point to.
So you told him that while he had to get the syringe, you told him that your kids would be orphans, and you told him you just sent his mom a nice suit. You were saying all that while he was trying to be on the ground, pulling you towards the club. The syringe, you knocked out his hand. He reached in the back to his book pack, right? Like all of that. Oh my. This is Wonder Woman.
Like, calm down a little bit. Like, it seemed like he took a deep breath and calmed down. And so I had this moment where I was like, okay.
She said, calm down a little bit. So he took a deep breath and calmed down. Oh my, but he was trying to get you out of there, but he stopped. He took a deep breath. Oh, Wonder Woman, you were strong, huh? You tired him out. Ronda Rousey, armbar, right? Chokehold, all of that. She did that. Oh my.
This is the break, like I can get out. And then he just starts hitting me with a rock.
Track for just saying things back. Were you trying to defend your?
So I think I bit his, and then I was also squeezing his testicles with so I had my right hand, trying to squeeze his testicles to get him off me.
Okay, and was that when you were doing those?
We got a testicle squeezer.
Was that before or after he calmed down, as you just said?
That was before he calmed down.
So what happened, you said, after the defendant calmed down?
Oh, well, it felt like he calmed down because it looked like he took a deep breath.
Oh, okay. So how you didn't remember you grabbed his testicles when you was explaining that? Why the prosecution had to bring that to you? Because if you grab a man test by the balls, that's the soft part. It would be like, let my people go. We would drop to our knee. So you forgot to say, is y'all hearing this? Grab him on my bum, be like, let my people go. I'm done. We any man done. Get a good grip. We're done.
And I was screaming, and so he's covering my mouth and stuff. And then we had this moment of like, it seems like he takes a deep breath, and then he just starts hitting my face and my head with a rock.
Did you see where the defendant got the rock from?
I didn't see where he got it from, but like spatially, he was like reaching up around this area of my head. So my impression was that there was a rock on the ground near my head that he was able to grab.
Were you just holding your hand on the left side of your head?
Yes.
When the defendant was hitting you with the rock, did you say anything?
I just started screaming because in my mind, he was trying to knock me unconscious to get to be able to drive me over the edge. So I just was screaming then as much as I could.
Did the defendant respond to what you were screaming?
No.
Did anybody other than the defendant?
Like, please help. He's trying to kill me. You know, I'm hoping somebody
You do think you were saying something? Hold up. All right. Hold up. You think? You think you was saying? Oh, somebody help me, please.
kind of hear that. And I at some point hear a woman's voice say, "We're here. We're calling 911. We're here. We're calling 911."
Okay. So after you hear that woman's voice, what happens?
He just kind of like Gerhardt just kind of froze.
Look at her, she's trying to cry. And it couldn't come out. I'm trying to squeeze it. So please come out. Girl, with your tear, you tried to get out. I seen you. Come on.
And knelt back away from me, and I just crawled away really slowly. And again, he seemed just like frozen. And then I was yelling to the voices I heard, "Are you still there? Are you still there? Don't leave me." And I couldn't hear anybody calling anything back, so I just kept crab walking away, like I'm on my butt, kind of like scooting. And I just kept going and got to like a lower part of the trail. The women were down there, and one of them was on the phone with emergency personnel.
As you crab walked away, did the defendant follow you?
No.
So as you crab walked away, did you see what the defendant did?
He just, like I said, he seemed frozen. He just kind of stood up and was staring. And then I didn't see where he went after that. He didn't follow me when I went down to those women.
What happened when you got
She had enough strength to crawl into him, but he hit you 10 times in the head with that rock, huh? Right? And then she say he froze. He froze when help was coming. If he was trying to get you out of there, why would he freeze? Why wouldn't he start running? Why wouldn't he be doing that, lady?
When I got to them, we were just trying to figure out how to get out of there as quickly as we could. And so they tried to stand me up to see if we could walk down with me kind of draped over them to get through, but I couldn't stand. That was just like an unstable. So one of them went behind me and was kind of sweeping to make sure he wasn't coming after us, visually scanning to make sure he wasn't coming after us. And then the other one was in front leading us. And one of the women had like a large metal water bottle and she had that in her hand. And she was like, "This is the only weapon I have." But then I crab walked or, kind of scooted down the whole trail with them on kind of either part to try to keep us safe.
After this happened, where was your phone?
My phone and my bag were still with Gerhardt.
So with the defendant?
Yes.
Really?
Does that include your purse that you mentioned?
Yes.
Yeah, she keep looking down, don't she?
Here, I'm gonna take a step back.
Okay.
There's something you mentioned earlier about a hard
Me
season.
too. I see
Were you
Diane
having any
down
marital
too.
problems before this happened on March 24th, 2025?
Yes, we were.
Oh, tell us
What happened to
what.
start those problems?
Sure. In December, the year prior, Gerhardt had gone through we logged into my WhatsApp account and saw that I was deleting text messages between a coworker and I.
Oh, he logged in. You scandalous skank. He logged into your WhatsApp, bitch. Why you got a WhatsApp, bitch? Scandalous ass skank. You and your coworker. No, you and the dude that was bending you over in the stalls. Halle Berry style. I just want you to make me feel good. You talking about he opened. Man, what is this?
And he got upset about that.
When in December did this happen?
This was the beginning of December.
And when you say logged into your WhatsApp account, how does that work? First of all, what is a WhatsApp account?
WhatsApp is a text messaging app.
Okay. When you describe the defendant.
So, yeah, we know what it is. Yeah, look at the jury and tell him. Look at the jury and tell him. He said you had been deleting messages. What was you deleting? Huh? What was you deleting? The senior vice president, boy, he had you, didn't he? You like, I want that. I need that, huh? Yeah, scandalous skank. Right? You know what you was doing? Man, come on now.
Logging in, do you know how that works?
Actually, no, I don't know how that worked.
Did the defendant ever confront you about this?
Yes, he did. My impression is that he knew about it for a few days and then confronted me about it a little bit later.
Okay. And how did that confrontation happen?
We were on vacation, and he came into our hotel room and asked me cell phone, and then he was really angry.
He was on vacation. He came in and asked for your phone. And he said, "Oh, I see what was on WhatsApp." Huh? What? Or he was just so, huh? Okay.
Okay, you say angry, upset. Can you describe what he said to you?
Yeah, called me a lying bitch, you're a whore. How could you do this?
Well, as he should.
Who were you messaging with on WhatsApp that caused this confrontation?
It was a coworker from Terra Power. His name is Jeff Miller.
Okay, and you said Jeff Miller also works at Terra Power.
That's right.
Is Terra Power on Maui?
No.
Okay, where is Terra Power located?
It's headquartered in Bellevue, Washington, outside of Seattle.
Do you work in person or do you work remote?
I work remotely.
So who is Jeffrey Miller to you?
He's a coworker and a friend.
Did you ever have
No.
in these WhatsApp messages, did you ever send or receive
Miss Jessica.
photos of Jeffrey Miller?
No.
Hello,
Did you discuss
beautiful.
sex at all in the messages?
No.
In these messages, did you flirt with Jeffrey Miller?
Yes, some of them are flirty in nature.
And when the defendant confronted you in December about these messages, how did you react?
I was apologetic. He was obviously hurt, and I was really committed to my marriage and my husband, and so we agreed to work through it. In fact,
You were very apologetic. He was very hurt, and you was very committed. She was committed. Committed. Big, if he want to call these text messages, Big, how committed would you would have been, Big? Oh, this nasty work she doing. Hello to the beautiful Miss Jessica and everybody else that's in the building if I didn't see you. Oh, this broad right here. You were very apologetic. Where you been?
kind of rebuild because I had definitely broken his trust and could tell he was hurt.
As a couple, how did you and the defendant characterize these WhatsApp messages?
It felt like an affair to him, so we called it an emotional affair.
You say emotional affair?
Emotional affair is the word, yeah.
Emotional affair. The fuck? Hold the emotional? So y'all was emotionally fucking? Is that what you said? The fuck? You was emotionally fucking and getting off. The fuck is you talking about, woman?
After the defendant confronted you and called you a lying bitch and a whore, did the defendant make any demands about your job?
A little bit. I wasn't supposed to be like in any kind of one-on-one work situation with Jeff. No emails or anything like that.
Can you describe a little bit about what that was like, or what the defendant asked you to do?
Yeah, well, it was really just anytime there was going to be a meeting, there had to be another person there as well. And then Gerhardt would kind of go through my stuff at the end of the day to see, what I was doing. So if I was sending emails or who I was meeting with.
Really? Oh, he was. He was, B? Really? He was? After he found, like, this is what pisses me off right here. This is what pissed me off right here. Right? Look at this. You think? You dirty, scandalous skank, you think? Oh, my.
After this happened in December, did anything change with your sex life with the defendant?
At the time, Gerhardt kind of expected to have sex every other day. And when this happened, he made it clear that if I refused to have...
Oh, my God. Oh, Lord Jesus. Do you hear this woman? Before this, Gerhardt would like to do it every other day. Then she probably would say, after this, he probably wanted anytime like you, like this broad, man. I mean, I got this. I don't know. It depends on if cuz is married or not, and she fucked up their marriage, but 9 times out of 10 she may. I don't know yet, right? Look at her trying to. After this, he was like whoop-de-whoop. What you saying? He was forcing himself. You was doing what you was doing, and this crazy. Oh, wait.
Ms. Konig's last answer stricken from the record.
Here, I'm going to rephrase the question. How often did the defendant demand to have sex in December after this emotional affair came out?
Every other day.
When did you actually last have sex?
No, this was before. This when he first found out. This when he first found out about her cheating right before they went on the trip and all that happened.
Kind of.
December 24th that year.
December 24th of 2024.
That's right.
So in those months, December through March, did you and the defendant work on your relationship?
We did a lot of work on our relationship. Yeah, we both were doing individual and couples therapy.
And can
Yes,
you describe a little
beautiful.
bit about
Miss Holmes.
what that was like?
Yeah, I mean, we were trying to work on a lot of different things in our marriage, in addition to the deleted text messages, which again, I could tell Gerhardt was deeply hurt by. So working on rebuilding trust.
In terms of non-sexual intimacy, did anything change in that with regards to your relationship with the defendant after this all came out in December?
A little bit, yes. And in that, Gerhardt really wanted a lot of touch, physical touch. So there's a lot of cuddling and stuff like that. And any refusal of that would be, me withdrawing.
Oh. Oh, wait. Becky with the brownish blonde hair. Oh my God. He wanted a lot of touch. Any of me, a refusal. It'll be me withdrawing. Bitch, what's that? Oh. No, it's withdrawing. Who says withdraw? Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord Jesus. This lady, man.
That would be like, a lot of questions. How could you do this to us? We kind of bring up the WhatsApp messages back to the surface.
And then
Oh, my
when were
God.
these, or how long was this issue ongoing? Yes.
I mean, like December was really hard. January, it seemed like things were getting a little bit easier. Things were getting a little bit better. By February, we had gone on a family vacation with our little kids and had a really fun time. And so it seemed like by February, we were starting to kind of turn a little bit of a corner.
Look at him. I am sick for this
We were still
man.
talking in January.
Yes.
I'm going to approach now with States Exhibit 130 and 117. Previous from the defense. May I approach him? Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
There, I've handed you two exhibits now, 130 and 117. Without showing them to the jury, could you look at what they are, and when you're done, look up? Okay, let's start with the one with the sticker on the back that says 130. What is that?
This is a text message exchange between Gerhardt and I.
Okay, and what month did that exchange take place?
This would have been in January.
Like who does this exhibit fairly and accurately depict the text message exchange between yourself and the defendant in January 2025?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Okay, at this point, the state moves exhibit 130 into evidence.
Mr. No objection. With regard for identification of exhibit 130.
I ain't got to that yet.
I'm going to now publish and put up on the screen what's been marked
It's the
as
first.
130.
It's the first one we listening to.
And then you
I ain't
describe
got to none of that
the
shit.
context
I
of this
can't wait
message.
to see.
Yeah, so Gerhardt would have been at work, just kind of texting me an update. So he's in the blue, but I was at home.
And what was Gerhardt's work?
Gerhardt was an anesthesiologist in Maui
Do you know where he primarily did his work?
at the hospital.
We're going to take States Exhibit 130 down.
Oh,
Could you now take a look at the one marked States Exhibit 117? Okay, what is that?
This is an email that Gerhardt sent me, also in January.
And what is the email about?
It's about life insurance.
And is this a true and accurate copy of the email the defendant sent you? And sorry, what date was the email sent?
The date is January 21st, 2025.
Is this a true and accurate copy of the email? No objection.
What is the mark for identification as State Exhibit 117? Did you see what that was?
I'm going to publish State Exhibit 117. Ariel, what was the defendant having to do with this email?
He knew an insurance representative from AAA to uphold a life insurance policy.
At the time that you saw this email, did you think anything of it?
No.
Y'all can't hear him? Can y'all hear me? Y'all can't hear me? I'm sorry, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Okay, yeah, I'll go. Woo! All right. Okay. All right. In 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Hmm. And I apologize, about the technical difficulties. Y'all just keep letting me know. But attempted murder one night and you got out. For real? For real, one night. Oh, we. Y'all can't hear it? Y'all, y'all can't hear the video? Or is it just Miss Holmes, you can't hear? I mean, is it like that for everybody else too? Okay, then the fuck y'all can't hear this video for? I'm not playing the video now. So y'all couldn't hear the video at all. Y'all, okay, right? Let me see. Let me see something. Y'all can hear the video? One second. Okay, okay. All right. All right, I see y'all now. I see. I see now. One second. I see. One second. Let me play this song real quick. Y'all don't go nowhere so I can get this right. I apologize. Shout out to Pretty Cookie.
The wind hums low, a hollow refrain through cracked window panes. It calls my name. The clock ticks slow. Its echo stays. Each moment drags, then slips away. Blue curtains are hiding all my pain. Blue curtains are dancing in the rain. Blue curtains keep the shine far away. Blue curtains won't let me escape. Shadows stretch along. Night wears a mask where dreams don't belong. A bird once sang, now silent it lies. The sky holds no stars, just clouded sighs. The pain's a prison, the glass cuts deep. Eyes wide open, yet I can't sleep. Blue, blue curtains are hiding all my pain. Blue, blue curtains are dancing in the rain. Blue, blue curtains keep the shine far away. Blue, blue curtains won't let me escape. Oh, if I could tear 'em down, let the light pour through. But they hang like chains, stitched with sorrow's hue. Every fold whispers secrets I can't erase. Every thread pulls tighter, leaving no space.
Man, I'm back. Now look, let's bring it back. I did rewind it. So, let's run a little bit more.
So it felt like I said, just felt hopeful for the future.
If y'all could
That
hear,
message is in
Years of us like really working on things, and it felt like we were both really leaning into that.
and this birthday trip in March, at the end of March, who planned that trip again?
Gerhardt planned the trip.
And how did the trip go before you took the hike on March 24th?
The trip was going well. We came out the day before in the morning, and we went to a spa, and we did like a long couple spa thing, a couple hours long. Did a nice lunch. We walked around and shopped and had a nice dinner. It felt, normal. We were having fun together, relaxing.
You mentioned the spa thing. Is that something that you and the defendant talked about before you did it?
Yes.
How far in advance did you know you guys were going to the spa?
Weeks or less, 1 to 2 weeks, I would estimate.
Did you and the defendant talk about the Puka hike specifically before you did it?
No, not really. Maybe the night before.
Did you research it together?
I did not know.
So did you look at any web pages about the hike before you went?
No, I did not.
We're going to jump forward in time now to after March 24th, or after the incident on March 24th. After this happened, did you receive any medical treatment?
I did, yep. I was taken by ambulance to the hospital where I was treated for severe complex scalp lacerations. They did some imaging and stuff.
How long did you stay at the hospital?
I was in the hospital for 1 night.
So you got out of the hospital on March 25th?
In the evening of the 25th, yes.
And where did you go once you got out of the hospital?
To my house in Maui.
Can you say that one more time?
To my house in Maui, sorry.
Is that the 19 Pu'ueku Place address that you mentioned?
That's correct, yes.
When you got back to Maui, did you find anything relevant in your house to what happened?
Yes. A few days later, I found Gerhardt's work bag in our closet.
And what did you find that was relevant about the work bag?
I just unzipped it and I could see syringes and medication were in there.
How did you react to finding the bag of medical supplies?
I was surprised. I called an attorney and then got in touch with the police to have them come get it, just in case it was relevant.
Did the police eventually come and collect the bag?
They did, yes. 2 evidence specialists came to take it.
And between the time that you saw the medical supplies in the defendant's work bag to the time that the police came to collect them from your house, did you tamper with, alter, substitute, or destroy any of the items in that bag?
No.
And could you describe the bag for us, just the physical bag?
Sure, it's a black backpack, but it has like one shoulder strap. It's not a full backpack.
Other than the bag, did the police recover anything else from your house on Maui?
They did. They also took his laptop computer.
Where was the defendant's laptop before the police recovered it?
It was on his desk at our house.
Do you know the login information for that laptop?
I do not know.
Do you have like a computer account on that laptop?
No.
From the time that you got back to your house on Maui to the time that the police recovered that,
It's hard for me to believe that your wife don't know your login account. It's just hard for me to believe.
laptop, did you do anything at all with the laptop?
No.
Now, you talked about your treatment on Oahu so far. Did you have any sort of medical treatment after you got back to Maui?
I did. I had a lot of wound care for. I had a bunch of stitches through my scalp. I had a lot of wound care for that, and then I had some treatment for just a fracture of my thumb.
Were you able to work after this happened?
No, I was out of work full time for maybe 4 weeks, something like that, and then I was on light duty for a few weeks after that, and then ongoing physical therapy for vertigo and for just kind of fatigue and being able to sit at the computer and work on my computer screen all day. So I did physical therapy to kind of strengthen the ability to do that.
How long before you were fully recovered, just in terms of able to work a normal work day?
Maybe between 2 and 3 months.
Do you have any visible long-term effects from the injuries from March 24, 2025?
Hold on.
Yes, I have scarring on my scalp and my face.
Hold on.
You,
And then ongoing physical therapy for vertigo and for just kind of fatigue and being able to sit at the computer and work on my computer screen all day. So I did physical therapy to kind of strengthen the ability to do that.
how long before you were fully recovered, just in terms of able to work a normal work day?
Maybe between 2 and 3 months.
Do you have any visible long-term effects from the injuries from March 24, 2025?
Yes, I have scarring on my scalp and my face.
And Ariel, could you and I want the record to reflect just pulled her bangs up
Oh,
on
shit.
the left side of her head to display a scar. Ariel, how do you normally cover that scar?
Until
Objection irrelevant.
Does your hair grow in the area where that scar
Same
is?
objection, Your Honor.
no, my hair does not grow there.
Ariel, on March 20,
Now, what y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Oh, okay. We. I mean, that's the only thing, but that's it.
Ariel, on March 24, 2025, did you give the defendant permission to try and push you off the cliff?
No, I did not.
Did you give the defendant permission to try and inject you with a syringe?
No, I did not.
Did you give the defendant permission to hit you with that rock?
No, I did not.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
That was a weak ass cross to me. To me, it was. I mean, that was a weak. What is this? Okay, I didn't get too much out. One second.
Detective Goodwin, I'm going to hand you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 160 for identification and
I
ask if
ain't
you
get
recognize
a lot
160.
out of the.
Yes,
Like that. When she can, and I'm like I see I see, like she got hit over the head, but I just didn't get a lot out of that. Did y'all? And I ain't being insensitive. I just didn't get a lot out of that. I was trying. And it's like, she showed her. Now I'm waiting for this to download. We're finna see the defense. Now this is where it's finna get interesting, right? Because the defense, too much of the prosecution asking this woman nothing. Right? That's it. Vertigo, 2 or 3 months, 6 weeks. Yeah, and the way she showed her Oscar winning moment. I ain't saying that, but when I heard the cross, man, women do attack men, and she looked like that type, right? And I ain't saying that because just by looking at the way the prosecution handled that and the way she was answering and saying all this other stuff, I'm like, huh? What you talking about? Can you be more specific, lady? I love y'all. Trying to get it right. That see, now this is his attorney. And I want to see how he gonna handle it. Let me turn him down. He talk a little fast.
Name is our attorney. For you this, try my best to clarify it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I want to begin a little bit with this issue of Mr. Jeffrey Miller. Mr. Miller was a co-worker of yours, yes?
That's right.
And was he a senior vice president at the company that, November or December of
Something like that.
Senior director? Okay. Now, you understood Mr. Miller was also married? Yes.
Yes.
You were married at the time, yes?
That's right.
You indicated,
Oh, Mr. Miller was married. Oh, Mr. Miller was married.
under oath today that after the discovery of these communications with you and Mr. Miller, you and Gerhardt would refer what had happened between the two of you. You would refer to it as an emotional affair, correct?
That's right.
All right. In fact, there were times in communications where he referred to it as a secret affair, yes?
When you say he, you mean Gerhardt?
Yes.
I don't recall, but potentially.
Okay, we'll come back to that. And
in
fact, the counseling sessions that you guys had, it was whatever was going on with Mr. Miller was referred to as emotional infidelity at times, yes?
As far as I can recall, yes.
Okay. Now, emotional affair, secret affair, emotional infidelity. When you were interviewed by the detective in this case, following this incident we're all talking about, you were asked by the detective about your relationship with Mr. Miller, yes?
Yes, sir.
And you understood that he was investigating this case and he expected you to be honest and truthful, correct?
That's right.
And he asked you whether or not you had an affair with Mr. Miller, and your response to the detective was no, they didn't have an affair, correct?
Based on
My question, ma'am, is was your answer to his question when he asked you a very specific question? Did you have an affair? Your answer with Mr. Miller, your answer was no, correct?
That's correct.
Oh, hold up now. Hold up. Yeah, let's see her demeanor now. Yeah, now she told the police officer no at first. What is this? What is this? Let's continue.
You described it to the detective simply as some flirty text messages with a coworker, correct?
That's what it was, sir.
That's what it was, according to you, right?
That's right.
Now, after the discovery of these messages and what was going on with you and Mr. Miller, there were times when you and Gerhardt would communicate about the situation by text messages between the two of you, correct?
Yes, sir.
And isn't it true that on December 9th, 2024, Gerhardt sent you a text that said, you engaged and continued an elaborate secret affair instead of coming to me asking to work on our relationship? You remember him sending you that text?
Objection here, sir.
It's impeachment, Your Honor. She said there was no affair. I can
Oh.
Oh, she sure did.
Isn't it true that in a text message on December 9th, when Gerhardt texted you and accused you of engaging in a secret affair, your response to that text was, if anything, I learned how stupid it was this time and know how to make sure it doesn't happen again. That was what you responded. That was your response to him confronting you and saying you engaged in a secret affair. You said, I learned how stupid it was and I know how to make sure it doesn't happen again, correct?
It felt like an affair to Gerhardt, and that's how we were treating it.
Oh,
in
we
our marriage.
glitching?
Ma'am.
Oh shit. No, not right now. We glitching? Was we glitching, y'all? Is we good? Like, let me know before I start playing it again. Oh, it's glitching. Okay, so give me 1 second.
Now, after the discovery of these messages and what was going on with you and Mr. Miller, there were times when you and Gerhardt would communicate about the situation by text messages between the two of you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell me if we
Isn't it
good.
true that on December 9th, 2024, Gerhardt sent you a text that said, you engaged and continued an elaborate secret affair instead of coming to me asking to work on our relationship? Remember him sending you that text?
Objection here, sir.
It's impeachment, Your Honor. She said there was no affair. Isn't it true that in a text message on December 9th, when Gerhardt texted you and accused you of engaging in a secret affair, your response to that text was, if anything, I learned how stupid it was this time
Okay.
and know how to make sure it doesn't happen again. That was what you responded. That was your response to him confronting you and saying you engaged in a secret affair. You said, I learned how stupid it was and I know how to make sure it doesn't happen again, correct?
It felt like an affair to Gerhardt, and that's how we were treating it in our marriage.
Ma'am, can you listen to my question?
Sure.
Okay. The question is about the text message. Isn't it true in a text message? I'm asking you why you said what you said. In a text message, when Gerhardt, and know how to make sure it doesn't happen again. That, my only question is, do you recall sending that response to him when he accused you of being in a secret affair?
Yes.
Oh my God. No, come on. Oh, we. No, oh, we. Oh, it's heating up. Because she's trying to say that's what Gerhardt thought. Why would he keep telling you about sick? Come on, lady. Oh, we. Oh, we. Why is he trying to put it? Oh, we.
You didn't say to him, it was just flirty text messages, don't worry. You said it was stupid of me, it won't happen again, correct?
because when I did that, we would start to argue. So you're right.
And when you said in your text message,
Oh,
it won't, I know how to make sure it doesn't happen again. That was in reference to the elaborate secret affair that he was referencing, yes?
To breaking his trust, yes.
Another thing that happened after the discovery of your relationship with Mr. Miller, another thing that happened is, as you talked today about working through this in January and February. Remember that?
Yes, sir.
And another thing that happened to help you guys work through this is you guys started listening to audio self-help books. Remember that?
Yes, sir.
One of the audio books that you purchased and listened to was entitled How to Help Your Spouse Heal from Your Affair. You remember purchasing and listening to that audio book?
I do remember.
oh wait. She purchased the auto book, How to Help Your Spouse Deal with an Affair. Oh wait. But she said this is emotional. She's saying it was an emotional affair. Why the hell would you buy a book? How to help your spouse deal with an affair? I thought it was just an emotional affair, lady. Oh, wait.
Remember that, yes.
You took the time to purchase it and listen to it, and that was the title, How to Help My Spouse Heal from My Affair, as in your affair, correct?
That's correct.
My affair. Oh, my affair.
Leading up to December 2024, ma'am, prior to the discovery of your communications with Mr. Miller, you were trying to hide the extent of your relationship with Mr. Miller from your husband, correct?
That's right.
To conceal the substance of your communications and the extent of your relationship with Mr. Miller from your husband leading up to December 2024, you were purposefully deleting your messages to and from Mr. Miller on your phone, correct?
I was deleting messages on my phone. That's correct.
Yeah,
Mm.
I wouldn't see that, right?
That's right.
Oh.
And by the way, you work with Mr. Miller, correct?
That's right.
You guys have work emails that you can email each other on, yes?
Yes, sir.
He had a work phone, yes?
Yes, sir.
Did you have a work phone?
No.
Okay, but you had text messaging on your phone. You could text him on his work phone about work things, yes? Through text messaging, yes?
That's an option for sure. Yes.
Yeah. And emailing about work things on a work email, that was an option.
Yes.
But you chose to communicate with Mr. Miller, this other married man.
Oh, bullseye. You could text him on his work phone. You could email him, but you chose to do it on WhatsApp? Come on now.
Other things too. Yes.
Ma'am, that wasn't my question.
Yes, I talked to him on WhatsApp, sir.
There were times leading up to and into early December 2024 where you and Mr. Miller would message each other very frequently about personal things not related to work, correct?
Yes, sir.
Some days all day long, back and forth all day long, correct?
Potentially.
Potentially.
Your Honor, I'm going to ask Your Honor to take judicial notice that December 1st, 2024 was a Sunday, and I believe
She said potentially.
calendar here somewhere. May I approach, Your Honor?
Did y'all hear that, y'all? He asked her a specific question. You would text him all day on WhatsApp on days. She talking about potentially. Oh, wait.
Witness.
Excuse me?
Bench? Witness. You want
You, Your Honor? Ideally, to show you the calendar. December 1st, 2024.
So, Gardner, any objections?
None at this time.
Okay, so the court would judicially notice that December 1st, 2024 was a Sunday.
December 1st, 2024 was a Sunday, not a work day, correct?
Sure.
I'm going to show you Now it's been marked as D123. D123. May I approach? May. Ma'am, I'm going to hand this to you. I'm going to ask you to just thumb through it. I'm going to ask you if that appears to be communications between you and Mr. Miller, not just on December 4th, 2023, but on multiple days.
Will you please repeat your question?
Just that appears to be messages between you and Mr. Miller back during that time period, yes?
Yes, it does.
All right. May I hand that back to you,
Sure.
please? Your Honor, I move to admit Exhibit D123. Mr. Gordon.
Can I go down these?
Mm.
Mr. Konig, I'm gonna hand you back what's been marked as D123.
Yes,
Did you place those redactions yourself?
I did not.
Do you know what the? Wait a moment. No objection.
Are you aware that when the prosecutors pulled this from the computer, that's the redactions they provided to us with?
Do you have further foundation? Right?
Well, I mean, I think the question is
No objection.
no objection.
No follow-up then, right?
Not foundationally.
Okay. Then what has been marked for identification as exhibit D123 is received as evidence.
Thank you. May I approach and retrieve it?
Yes.
May we publish, Your Honor?
Yes. Correct.
And Mr. Dirks, if you can please go to 12.1. First of all, this goes on for pages and pages and pages, correct?
Yes, it's over months.
Excuse me?
It looks like it's over months, but yes,
But this is all between you and Mr. Miller, correct?
Yeah.
Your coworker, right?
that's right.
Okay. Go to 12.1, please. Mr. Dirks, let me know when we're there. I think it's the bottom of 1908.
I like this dude. He said your coworker, right? Because that's how she trying to perceive it. It was an emotional relationship. But she bought an audio book. How do I help my spouse deal with my affair? Okay.
Is that it? Yes. Can we blow up the bottom section, please? Okay. Is it possible to make it bigger? Not really. Shucks. Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to read this to you. And can you see it on the screen there?
May I have a copy?
Oh, sure. That's probably a good idea. Thank you.
Thanks.
I'll turn to 1908. Thank you at the bottom. Okay, so the day starts off on this Sunday. Mr. Miller, actually, he wasn't texting at 3:23 a.m., is that right?
I wouldn't think so.
Okay,
Yes.
but sounds good. I hope you're getting some good sleep. I've slept a ton over the break, which has been, and we'll go to the next page. Is it possible to blow up half the page? It may not be seeable, but we'll try. Which has been nice. And then you respond and you say good morning, correct?
That's correct.
So this is in the morning on a Sunday, correct?
Yes.
Okay. It goes on. This is nice. Always good to get caught up on sleep. And you say, up now, just put a fresh batch of yogurt in the fridge with some kind of. Can you zoom in on that? Okay. So telling him in the morning to yogurt in the fridge. Now it goes on throughout the day. We don't need to read all of it. Can we go down to?
Hold up. Anybody know what that emoji is? Oh man.
6:42 a.m.
Yeah.
On 12.
Talking about, she telling them I'm freezing the first batch of yogurt. It's your coworker, huh, boo boo? Your coworker, huh, boo boo?
Okay. You indicate to him that I guess we will watch some football here too. Probably G is on call. I'm planning to decorate the tree with the kids, and he says, Mr. Miller says, gotcha, correct?
Yes.
So on a Sunday, you're telling him what you guys are doing. You're going to decorate with the kids with the trees, yes?
Yes, sir.
And then it goes on throughout the day, and you guys are going back and forth about what's going on and watching football and decorating the tree and things like that, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, at the bottom of the page there, you guys are talking about the football game. Looks like Pittsburgh is winning. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then let's go to the next page. Continues on the first. And more communication. 11/13/29. We can zoom in on that, Mr. Dirks. Okay. He says, checks back in. I hope you're having a nice morning. So good so far. That's what you guys are saying all throughout Sunday, correct?
That's right.
Okay. Then let's go down to 3/28/55. Okay. Now, says he says, I'm making sure Kay eats OFC. Guessing that's what the lie was about. Mr. Miller says, no, REK, not at all, just much easier to discuss. And then he says, plus, I'm looking forward to chatting at some point. Anyway, can we go up that emoji, please? Okay. And then your response back, if we could blow that up, was now in the PM. Good night. Looking forward to it. And the next morning, it starts again. Good morning. Correct?
That's correct.
Okay. We can take that down. Now, so all throughout the Sunday, you and this married man were texting back and forth.
It's crazy. Two married people texting all day on a Sunday. Oh, we really? Really? Looking forward to chatting today. Yeah, looking forward to make you shake it fat. But watch yourself. Shake it fat. Show me what you're working with. Hold up.
About what you guys are doing. Good morning, and then good night, and then good morning again the next day. Yes?
That's right.
And then a lot of the messages that you were having with him, you deleted, right?
I did delete a lot of messages. That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can't see those messages, the ones you deleted, correct?
That's correct.
Oh. They got him?
Have you ever heard of a word, and I may not be pronouncing it correct. Actually, have you ever heard of the word HELU? How do you say HELEU?
HALU.
HELU. What is, in your line of work, what is HELU?
HALU is high assay low enriched uranium. It's like a range of enrichment for uranium-235 that would be used as nuclear fuel for advanced reactors.
I have no idea what you just said, but it has to do with your work, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And during this, the Miller messages to one another as code to let the other person know when your respective spouses were around, correct?
It was for Gerhardt specifically, but yes, that's correct.
Oh, it was for Gerhardt specifically. But yeah, that's correct. Damn, they make up this, they use this technical ass name. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, what is y'all seeing what I'm saying? Oh, wait, this diabolical.
It was for Gerhardt specifically, meaning you would tell Mr. Miller, I got HALU today, can't talk. And that was your way of communicating to him, hey, I'm around Gerhardt today, yes?
That's correct.
During this time period, leading up to December 2024, you and Mr. Miller would share photos of yourselves, both from the past and the present, and also during certain activities that you were engaged in, yes?
Occasionally, yes.
Okay. Oh, you like to take a picture, click. Look at her, look at us, can't even swallow. Throat look tight as hell.
And, Your Honor, may I approach with D-124? Yes.
Oh, look at her. Look at her, y'all.
Now, I'm going to show you D-124. If you can look through that, and I'm going to ask you again to, if that looks to you to be messages between you and Mr. Miller, and also photos that you guys have sent to each other. And let me know when you're ready.
Girl, you know that's what it is. Here we are. Just say yeah. Oh, look, she like, oh, they can swallow long neck ass Boy, the heifers be having long necks, don't they? She can't even swallow. I ain't seen her swallow. It's just like it's so tight. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes, sir.
And that appears to be fair and accurate pictures of messages you guys would send to each other, correct?
That's correct.
All right, Your Honor, move to admit D-124.
No objection. Will be marked for identification as Exhibit D-124 received this evidence.
Can we please publish and start on page P2250? Okay. Let's blow up that picture at the top there, please. You want a copy? I'll give you.
Yes, please, sir.
Thank you. May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, thank you.
oh, hold up.
Okay, so this is a picture Mr. Miller sent to you. One of my two BFFs. This was in Vegas. And then you looks like you attached a heart emoji to it. Yes?
That's a reaction. Yes.
Excuse me?
It's like a reaction on the message.
No,
It's not a
but
question,
you
it's
love
just
it, bitch.
like acknowledge.
Got it.
No, bitch. No, bitch. And acknowledge is a like, bitch. That is a fucking, oh, I fucking love it, bitch. Oh my God. It's an acknowledge. Do you hear this fuck? Oh, we.
A heart emoji reaction.
Correct.
Got it. Let's go to the next page, please. We publish that. And let's pull up the one with the dog in it. Mr. Miller sends you this
Oh, kissing them.
with a picture of his dog, yes?
It says my brother's family's dog, but yes, a dog.
A picture of a dog, yeah.
That's correct.
It's his brother's dog, right?
That's what he says, yes.
It's not his dog. He's sending a picture of his brother's dog, right?
According to the message, yes.
And is he making a kissing face at you, or you know?
I don't know whether.
Okay. Let's go to page 2253. This is from October. Can we blow up the beaches on the top, please? You send him photos of, this is you sending him photos of beaches, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
All right. One second. Now, while we're here, why don't we go to page 2256 while we have this up? Can you blow up that thing on the top that says HMA VPN service, Mr. Darks? Thank you. So in November of 2024, Mr. Miller sent you a link to something called HMA VPN service, total online privacy with HMA, correct?
That's correct.
And that is a website. If you look further down, apparently HMA stands for hide my ass, correct?
Correct.
www.
Hide my ass. And she said it was an emotional relationship. Like, cuz I didn't hit her with the daddy long stroke. Look at the pictures, like show the picture of the family dog. Right? They texted all on Sunday. Right? They got this halo, cold word. Oh, she's here. They're here. Oh, but it's mostly for Gerhardt. Really? Boy, this crazy work.
www.hidemyass.com, yes?
That's correct.
And you understood that a VPN is an app that allows you to hide your internet activity from others, correct?
That's not my understanding of a VPN. This was sent to be able to watch football that was streamed locally.
HideMyAss.com. And this is a shit that could hide your internet shit. And she talking about some foot. Girl, shut your scandalous ass up. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Just look. The evidence is presenting itself.
Okay. VPN service, total online privacy, hide my ass. And he sent you that so you could watch football?
That's right.
Okay.
So this is my thing right here. Why would he send her that so she could watch football? Listen. That's her football buddy, y'all. That's her football buddy. He said, this lady just said he sent her that to watch. What is, oh my.
This wasn't for work purposes, was it?
This is not for work purposes, you're correct.
TerraPower wouldn't use something called www.hidemyass.com, would they?
I would not expect them to use that. That's correct.
Gross.
1 second, Your Honor.
Yeah, you ain't lying. They bros, bromance. Oh, they bros. It's my partner. We be high-fiving, playing basketball and shit. You know, they stay at me like whoop-de-whoop, go workout, train. You know, that's my bro. He sent her that about football. This scandalous skank. Man, I hope them people from Hawaii. I hope y'all got like a lot more sense. And I hope y'all seeing this shit right here. Because this matters. Oh yeah, Raiders Nation says Bob. Oh shit.
You also sent photos to Mr. Miller as well. And may I approach Your Honor with 183?
Oh, what her photos look like?
Can I approach Your Honor?
What them photos look like, boo-boo? Let's see them photos, boo-boo. Look at them. Swallow.
If you can look through this, and aside from the
Swallow.
text,
Oh, the lips dry.
on the bottom, do the messages appear to be
This
messages
shit,
that
baby.
you and
So,
Mr. Miller were sending to each other back during this time period?
Yes, they do.
Your Honor, may we please admit Exhibit D183?
Mr. Martin. No objection. What is the mark for identification as exhibit D183 received evidence?
If we can, Mr. Dirks, please publish the first page of this exhibit. Okay, can we blow up the picture? Just the picture. Well, actually, I take that back. Let's blow up the message to begin with. Okay. So you were on a trip. Who's the other lady in that photo, ma'am?
That's my best friend, Gianna.
Gianna. Okay, we'll talk about her a little later. But you were on a trip with her, correct?
Yes.
And you're texting Mr. Miller while was it just a girls' trip? Was Gerhardt there?
It was the first night of a trip, so it was just the girls the first night.
Okay. And
yeah, all this is before. This is when, you know, her and the lover, and he had no idea about this. Right? Oh, she sent a picture of her and her best friend smiling. Damn, bro. Scandalous skank. Oh, this your husband, right? Who on trial, right? You know, is he is this other married dude supposed to know who your best friend is, you scandalous skank? Oh we.
9:47 p.m. You're texting Mr. Miller saying we're still out, almost midnight. Did an Irish car bomb, which was the first in my 1,000th, but first in many years. Correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And that's a text you sent to Mr. Miller when you're on this trip. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we blow up the photo? And then you sent him this photo of the two of you. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And you didn't send these. You sent this to him, not Gerhardt. Correct?
I don't recall what I said to Gerhardt at the time.
All right. Let's go to the next page, please. And let's blow that up. And is that you and Mr. Miller? Yes.
Correct.
And what is it? What is
She cute. I'm not gonna lie. She cute as shit. Look at her posing for him. Senior vice president got that money, boy. She like, look at me, baby. Look at her posing, y'all.
ICB? What is ICB?
From context, I assume that's Irish car bomb. It's the name of the shot.
What is Irish car bomb?
It's a drink, a shot.
And you sent this Mr. Miller
It's her
on
friend.
right?
And she sent them pictures of drinks. Y'all, come on now. This is the same woman said it was an emotional affair. Oh my. Damn. Oh.
That's correct.
All right, we can take that down. I'll retrieve that from you now.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we just went through all of that, and when the detective asked you about it, you say no affair, just flirty text messages, correct?
That's correct, sir.
Oh, my condolences, Katie, to your husband.
Okay, now.
Nah, she ain't just flirting. Cuz she done been bent over. She done been hit. Cuz done maxed her out. That's the type of photo that was. And I'm gonna show you everything I'm doing. I ain't gonna send my husband nothing but you. I'm gonna send you everything, boo boo.
It's true, ma'am, that Gerhardt took it pretty hard when he found out when he found these messages. Yes.
He was upset. Yes.
Yeah, and he took. He confronted you when you were on a trip with your friends Gianna and Brian in San Luis Obispo, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And was that the trip that we're just talking about?
Yes.
So the day before Gerhardt gets there on this couple's trip, that night before, you're sending photos of yourself and your friend to Mr. Miller, correct?
That's correct, sir.
Oh, we. So hold
Did he
up.
have a code word for you?
The night before, you doing all this. This a couples retreat, and you send that out of your friend. Your emotional guy. Oh my. Oh, this is a Picasso. This lawyer is painting right now. Look at her. Neck is strong. It's tight. Can't even swallow.
You that he would tell you when his wife was around?
Not to my knowledge.
All right. Now, Gerhardt confronts you on this trip in San Luis Obispo, and he had actually told Gianna and Brian about it before he confronted you, correct?
That's correct.
And that upset you, correct?
Yes.
Yes, you didn't want them to know, right?
Oh, I would have just preferred to be able to talk with him first. I told Gianna almost everything I think I was told her.
You don't want him to. Hold on, let's go back a little bit. See this scandalous ass bro? Listen to her.
You were on a trip with your friends Gianna and Brian in San Luis Obispo,
Yeah,
correct?
That's correct, sir.
And was that the trip that we were just talking about?
Yes.
So the day before Gerhardt gets there on this couple's trip, that night before, you're sending photos of yourself and your friend to Mr. Miller, correct?
Yeah. Bingo.
Did he have a code word for you that he would tell you when his wife was around?
Not to my knowledge.
All right. Now, Gerhardt confronts you on this trip in San Luis Obispo, and he had actually told Gianna and Brian about it before he confronted you, correct?
That's correct.
And that upset you, correct?
Yes.
Yes, you didn't want them to know, right?
Oh, I would have just preferred to be able to talk with him first. I told Gianna almost everything I think I would have told her about it anyway, but
You think you would have told her about it anyway? Had you told her about it prior to him confronting you?
I mean, had he confronted me, I would have told Gianna that we were working through that. It wasn't in my mind.
A second ago, you just said he was a little.
And he confronted her. Gianna didn't know you was taking them pictures to send to the senior vice president. Well, this broad right here is diabolical. Still ain't swallowed.
You're a little upset that he told Gianna, right?
He told them before telling me.
Right. And that upset you, right?
Yes, that felt unfair.
Now, Gianna and Brian had actually been through something similar recently where Brian supposedly had.
State of mind. State of mind. If he wanted to do something to her, why would he tell them other people? And she still ain't swallowed.
Strike that question. Recently, Brian had an affair on Gianna, correct? And they were working through that, yes?
They were working through marital problems.
Involving him in infidelity, right?
That's not my marriage. Doesn't feel like that should be my business.
I'm not asking if it was your business. I'm asking if they had talked, Gianna had shared that with you. You guys are best friends. You guys share everything.
Sure.
So is that what she
I
shared?
was aware they were working through marital troubles, and fidelity specifically was an issue.
And so it's true that you understood Gerhardt was turning to them for advice on how to handle this, right?
In some cases, yes, I understood that.
After confronting you about it, as you indicated, you were immediately apologetic, yes?
That's right, sir.
And you were apologetic, and then you guys were going to try to work through this, correct?
That's right.
There were certain things he needed. I mean, isn't it true that he said he wanted you to quit your job?
He didn't ask me to quit my job, but he did talk about it for sure.
Okay. He did talk to you about quitting your job, correct?
Potentially, yes.
And he also demanded that.
So if he talks to you about quitting your job, he's telling you to quit it. Oh.
You cease all contact with Mr. Miller in person, yes?
Yes.
And in fact, you had a trip planned coming up to Seattle with Mr. Miller that you ended up canceling, yes?
He would have been there. There were several people from Terra Power there.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You were going to go on a work trip at which Mr. Miller was going to be at, correct?
Correct, sir.
And in fact, on that trip, you had changed your hotel to be in the same hotel as Mr. Miller, correct?
And several other Terra Power employees, yes, sir.
Oh.
Your job was, well, I'm going to get into it more in a second, but your job was pretty rare and unique, right? Like that you were in the nuclear energy field, correct?
I still am, yes, sir.
Yeah, at the time, right? When he was talking to you about
Really?
quitting and leaving it, right?
Yes.
You talked about his need for intimacy, both emotional and physical. You indicated that he wanted to have sex every other day, correct?
That's correct.
And he also wanted you to be less, I guess, secretive or give up some privacy, and he wanted to see your emails and communication. That's correct.
He looked through my phone almost every day. Yes, sir.
And in fact, these were not just desires that were unique to him. You listen to audiobooks, like for example, How to Help My Spouse Heal with My Affair, right?
Yes, sir.
And in that book, they recommend cutting off all contact with your affair partner. Yes.
To my recollection, yes.
They recommend that you share passwords, share your whereabouts, share communications, because secrecy is what caused the damage. Openness is what repairs it, right? You remember learning things like that in these books and counseling?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that's what Gerhardt was asking for, right? He wanted to see what you were, just see what you were.
See, I understand this. I've been there. I've been caught before, with a woman. Before, and if you want to be with that person, you got to do stuff like that. If you don't want to be with her, you ain't gonna do it. Boy, this lady right here, man.
Messaging with others, right?
In some cases, yes, sir.
Okay. Now, back to your career, ma'am. You mentioned him talking to you about quitting your job so that you wouldn't have contact with Mr. Miller anymore. You're a nuclear engineer, is that right?
Yes, sir.
You graduated from and got your degree in nuclear engineering in what year?
2011.
And after 2011 till about 2022, you worked in the nuclear industry, yes?
I've been in the nuclear.
For 11 years, from 2011 to 2022, you were in the nuclear industry, yes?
Yes, I don't understand the 2022 distinction. I apologize.
Well, I'm going to get to that. Didn't you quit your job in 2022?
I left Westinghouse in 2022. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's the
Okay.
distinction I'm getting at.
Sure. Thank you for clarifying.
So,
Appreciate it.
so in 2011, you enter into the industry and you start working at a company called Westinghouse, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And you were into, is it called core design?
Yes, sir.
And what is core design?
Core design is figuring out how to load nuclear fuel assemblies into a reactor core in a way that meets the safety requirements and optimizes fuel efficiency.
Okay. And again, I'm not too sure what you said, but basically it's dealing with nuclear fuel, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you were helping to do that at Westinghouse, correct?
That was one of the jobs I had at Westinghouse at that time.
Yeah. And you were trying to move up the corporate ladder, right? You're trying to advance in the industry, yes?
Yes, in general.
Yeah. And like, so for example, in 2018, you entered a MBA executive program to try and get your MBA because you thought that might help you move up in this field, correct?
It wasn't an executive MBA program. I was doing a part-time MBA after work. I'm only making that distinction because they're two different programs.
Okay, I thought that's what an executive MBA program is where you still work and do it at night. But maybe
There are separate ones. There are separate things that's more focused and faster.
Understood. So it's more accurate to say you entered an MBA program that allowed you to work during the day and go to school at night.
That's correct, sir.
And the purpose was to try and get your degree advanced in the field, yes?
It was to develop in the role I was in. I was doing a more business facing position at the time. And I was thought that would help me develop the skills a little bit more.
Okay. And then after doing that, in 2022, you quit, right? I mean, I'm sorry, what's the wording you like to use? You left your job at Westinghouse.
I quit Westinghouse.
In 2022, and part of that was, it was, you didn't feel it was the right fit. You're trying to move up. There wasn't opportunities. You thought it'd be best to just leave and focus on your kids, correct?
No, sir, I wouldn't characterize it that way.
Okay. But you end up leaving Westinghouse, yes?
I did. Westinghouse, so for different reasons.
And when you left Westinghouse, you didn't have another job lined up, correct? And so when you left Pittsburgh, yes?
That's correct, sir.
And it was after that that you guys decided maybe it'd be best to move, yes?
Yes, sir.
And you guys even looked at moving to Australia, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And you knew that moving to Australia would make it hard for you to continue on in this nuclear energy field, yes?
I don't think the potential move to Australia was driving career decisions necessarily, but that would have been a complicating factor for sure.
Yeah, moving to Australia would have been a complicating factor, and you guys were considering it, right?
That's right. But they do have like uranium trading and things.
And then you guys end up settling on Maui, correct?
That's correct. On Hawaii at the time, yeah.
Hawaii and then Maui, yes?
Correct, sir.
And part of that, well, the timing of that, you mentioned your stepson, Emil. That's Gerhardt's son, yes?
He's my stepson, Gerhardt's son from a previous marriage, yes.
Yeah, your stepson, his biological son, yes?
That's correct, sir.
And the timing of that, the reason you guys could move sooner than you planned is because Emil was willing to move to Hawaii with his dad and you, correct?
Just to clarify, our original plan was to stay in Pittsburgh until Emil graduated high school.
Right.
And then he said he would be willing to move depending on where we went. So we were able to move to Hawaii. So I just want to make sure we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, we are. We are. So in other words, Emil wanted to come with his dad and you, right?
Yes, he wanted to come with us.
So now, at some point, you get moved to Maui, and then this opportunity with TerraPower comes up, correct?
No, sir. I was employed by TerraPower when I lived in Pittsburgh.
Okay. But after you quit the Westinghouse job, right?
Yes, I quit Westinghouse and I was hired by a contract agency called System and on contract to Terra Power starting that September.
Okay, and but when you move to Maui, you're a contractor for Terra Power. You're not an actual employee of Terra Power, correct?
That's correct.
And that was in part because you weren't going to live in Seattle. You were going to live in Maui, yes?
In part, Terra Power has a distributed workforce, and so depending on the location, they would either be contract employees or they would be full-time employees. Is the word you mean for working for Terra Power directly?
Right. And you were contract because you were going to live in Maui.
I was contract because I lived in Pittsburgh at the time, and then they kept me on contract when I moved to Maui.
Let me rephrase. You were on contract because you didn't live in Seattle.
Yes.
Okay. But Terra Power was designing new age nuclear power plants that use a new type of fuel, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And your role there or your job there was a project manager, is that right?
That's correct.
So now you are in a management position within this industry, yes?
Project management.
Yeah, in the nuclear energy industry, yes?
Yes, sir.
And you had worked hard through 11 years to get to this point, and you thought it was a good opportunity, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, we just talked about Gerhardt, when he found out about this, talking to you about leaving, so you wouldn't be around Mr. Miller, correct?
That came up. I recall one time that came up. That didn't seem like a key point of the discussion.
One time.
But you didn't want to quit your job at
That's correct. I did not want to quit my job. I like my job.
Do you now work directly for Terra Power?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, so you're no longer a contractor. You now have a direct job with Terra Power, yes?
That's correct, sir.
And what is your job?
You know what you was doing with that man, and you didn't want to leave for your husband, but you didn't want nobody. And this is before he found out she was doing that. He just, you know how these prosecutors do. They switch it up and bring it back to lay foundation. And now she was contracting and she hired by her. Oh, it's heating up. Oh my.
Right now.
Product manager for Halo.
Product manager, and that's a step up from project manager, yes?
Not necessarily. I'm not a Terra Power.
Okay. But now you're a direct employee of Terra Power.
I am, yes, sir.
And to obtain that, have you committed to move to Seattle at some point?
No, sir.
Okay. But did they change their setup where now you cannot be there and be a full-time employee?
They did, and they have several arrangements with different personnel for that.
Okay. So you didn't want to quit your job. You're still at Terra Power to this day, now as product manager, yes?
Correct, sir.
Okay. And you still travel for work and go to Seattle at times, yes?
Yes, sir.
Now, at some point you mentioned engaging in counseling, yes? After the discovery of this communications with Ms. Gerhardt's discovery of your communications with Mr. Miller, right? You guys started couples counseling, yes?
Yes, sir.
And as you indicated, the counseling wasn't just about the affair, it became about the relationship, and you mentioned, his need for intimacy, and it was about the relationship, not just the issues with Mr. Miller, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And you mentioned January into February, you felt you guys are making some progress, correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
But the issue with Mr. Miller would still come up from time to time, yes?
Occasionally, I would say occasionally at that time. I have a hard time recalling that in February.
Okay.
Occasionally.
And this issue of the discovery of these things, prior to December, you describe your marriage as a good marriage, right?
Yes, sir.
So now we're heading into March and going through counseling, trying to work through it. And your birthday's coming up, yes?
Yes, sir.
And ma'am, the concept of going on a staycation to Oahu for your birthday, it was actually your idea, yes?
No, I didn't want to travel. I was saying I wanted to stay with the kids, but I did say Oahu would be fun sometime. And he was like, well, let's go to Oahu.
What?
So you remember being interviewed by the detective in this case after the incident?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember being asked by the detective who planned this trip? And you remember your response was, he planned the trip. He was kind of asking what I wanted to do for my birthday. And I said, sometime I want to go to Oahu. It doesn't need to be now. Remember saying that to the detective?
That sounds accurate. Yes, sir.
So at least that's what my question was. The concept of going to Oahu was something that you brought up, right? And you said, it doesn't need to be now, but I've always wanted to go there on a staycation. It doesn't need to be now. And he said, oh, let's go, right?
Sure, yes.
Okay. It's not like out of the blue, he said, hey, we're going on this trip. It's going to be on Oahu. This is what's happening. You raised the concept, yes?
I raised the concept of wanting to go to Oahu at some point. Yes, sir. That's correct.
In response to him asking what you wanted to do for your birthday, right?
Potentially. I don't recall that.
Is that what you told him?
I think you and I are interpreting that differently.
I'm not asking about interpretation. I'm asking about the words you use to
Objection
the
argument.
detective.
Can I get this on the page and like?
Sure.
Interpret. How is he interpreting that wrong?
This is exhibit
Oh,
107, page 5,
Oh.
lines 13 through 15, D107. Now, when the detective asked you who planned this trip, your response was he planned the trip. He was kind of asking what I wanted to do for my birthday, and I said, sometime I want to go to Oahu, but it doesn't need to be now. That's just the words you said to the
Yes, you and I agree on that. Yes.
Do you? Do you agree?
Now, you mentioned the hike, and I think you said that you only learned about the hike the night before once you were already on the trip. Is that right?
About which specific hike we went on.
Okay. But you knew you were going to go on a hike, right?
We didn't have, aside from having planned to do the spa and shop around, a hike was kind of up in the air. I don't know that we had, before leaving Maui, definitively settled on going on a hike, sir.
Yeah, but the concept of going on a hike came up. That's why you brought stuff, shoes and clothes to go hiking, right?
Yes, like I said.
In fact, hiking, it was not unusual for you guys to go on hikes. That's something you guys did from time to time, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. May I approach with exhibits D158, D160, and D154?
No, the hike that they went to that place with, but he
Now,
was.
I'm going to approach.
They
I'm going to ask
hikes
you
all
to,
the time.
I'm going to hand you D158. Can you is that a, what is that a photo of? That's hike?
Yes, sir.
And this was on apparently June 2023 in Wailuku. Well, at least the top it says Wailuku, right?
So he's just talking about other hikes that they had been on, right? So I think he laid the foundation like, hey, scandalous skank, y'all always did hikes. Because he tried to make it seem like, oh, I didn't want to do the hike. I want to turn around. Girl, shut up. You was mad. He seen them texts. He told them people you was pissed.
This is a top, yes, sir.
Okay, Your Honor, may we admit D158?
Mr. Bar- No, okay. And what has been marked for identification as exhibit D1?
This is with D160. This is, well, is that a photo?
Yes, sir. It is.
So again, before we publish these, it wasn't unusual for you guys to go on hikes. That's something you guys did together, right?
That's correct, yes.
Can we publish 158, please? And up on the screen there, can we blow that up a little, Mr. Dirks? That's you and Gerhardt on a hike, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we publish 160, please? Okay, another picture of the two of you on a hike, correct?
I'm not sure that Gerhardt is
Oh, well,
in
you're-
that photo. I'm in there.
Okay.
It's dark.
Do you think maybe Gerhardt took the photo? Okay. And then let's go to page 154. That's also a hike you would have done with Gerhardt, yes?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, we can take those down. Now, the day of the trip comes, and you guys go to the airport on Maui, presumably together, yes?
Yes, sir. We went together.
And isn't it true that you, because it was a short trip, you didn't check bags, you just carried on luggage, right?
Most likely, yes. I don't recall, but most likely.
And you would have gone through TSA security screening with Gerhardt, correct?
Yes, sir.
It's not like he went first through the TSA screening and your bags through the screening.
Not that I recall, sir.
You get to Oahu, and the first day and night, as you indicated, you guys are having a fine time, right?
Yes, sir.
Go to the spa, go to dinner, and everything seems fine, right?
Yes, sir.
Next day is your birthday, right?
That's correct, sir.
And you wake up, and the prosecutor admitted a letter that Gerhardt gave you. I want to read it now since it wasn't read earlier, okay?
Objection to argument about.
We'll let the jury see it now, okay? So the birthday card, in addition to that, he gave you a gift, right?
Yes, sir.
And it was a nice necklace, yes?
Yes, sir. He gave me a necklace.
Okay. So with the card, that morning of your birthday, he gives you this nice birthday card, and he gives you a nice gift before you guys head out on the hike, correct?
Yes, sir.
And 1 second, Your Honor, if we could, it's a similar. We have it as P127, but I think this is. I can't put it. Is it in here? Okay. May I retrieve the exhibit? Yes. With the car, I don't know what number it is, sorry. Oh, thank you. Okay, thanks. Okay. May I approach? Yes. I'm approaching with S133 already in evidence. Ma'am, can you please read that out loud to the jury? This is the letter that Gerhardt wrote to you on the morning of this hike. Well, let me rephrase that. This is the letter he gave to you on the morning of the hike, correct?
This is the birthday card he gave me.
Okay, please read it to the jury.
It says, "Happy birthday. Angel face, there isn't an obstacle in this world too hard for me to fight through for you. I would take on anything just to see your smile. You're one of the kindest, most giving, and selfless people I know, putting others before yourself with so much love. You're the heart of our family, and the heart is drawn. Fun, fearless, and a terrific mom. The kids and I hit the jackpot with you. Love always, G."
Okay. May I approach? So that's the card he gave you in the morning. Now, in addition to the card and the present he gave you, you were aware that he made a reservation for dinner that night, the night of the hike, at a restaurant called Fett Restaurant. You knew that, yes?
I knew we had dinner reservations. That was the extent of it.
Okay. So you knew that the night you're supposed to go on a hike in a day, and you knew that he had made reservations for dinner somewhere that night, correct?
Yes, sir.
But you didn't know it was at Fett?
Correct.
Okay. Now, after you guys went downstairs, had coffee in the morning, yes?
We had coffee and breakfast in the morning.
And then you head to the hike, correct?
We went and got a coffee on the way out to a different place.
Okay, and then you had drive to the hike in your rental car, correct?
That's correct, sir.
Now, this topic of life insurance came up, and the prosecutor showed you one email. But during this time period, you mentioned Gerhardt was the one that kind of managed the insurance, finances, taxes, things like that, correct?
Gerhardt managed our finances. That's correct.
Pretty anal guy, yeah, in terms of managing that stuff, right? Kept records, had documents about retirement, and that's just how he was, right? During your marriage, yes?
He was a good record keeper, yes.
Yeah.
Good
And
record
so-
keeper.
Leading up to March, as part of you guys working through this issue, right? As part of we're gonna be together. There was a discussion about, increasing life insurance for both of you in case something happened, to make sure that the kids were okay and the house could be paid and things like that, right?
That's correct, yes.
And in fact, he suggested that he would increase his life insurance to over $1 million, 1.5 million, correct?
I don't remember the amount of his, but the rationale is correct. We looked at how much money we would need to keep our kids in our home, and based on our pay disparity, he would need a higher life insurance policy than I would need.
Yeah, and so
Yes.
way more than yours, correct?
Again, based on that rationale, yes, sir.
Kayla, good morning, beautiful.
The morning of the hike, prior to heading to the hike, Gerhardt showed you an email from that morning showing that the second half of his increased life insurance had been confirmed and put into effect that very morning. You remember him showing you that email?
I do not, sir.
Would seeing that email from that morning help to reflect
Oh,
that?
you don't remember, huh? Becky with the bluntest brunette hair. Oh, look at them wrinkles in that forehead. Oh, you don't remember, huh? Right? You don't remember that he showed you the email to up his insurance policy. That's nasty work, ain't it, y'all? Man, what's popping?
Potentially, I'll look at it, sure.
May I approach? I'm not going to D116, Your Honor. I'm gonna show you this email, and I'm gonna ask you if you recall seeing that the morning of the hike. And then when you're done reading it, hand it back to me, and we'll read it to yourself and then hand it back to me.
Do you want me to read the email?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
want you to read it to yourself, and then I'm gonna ask you a question when you're done. So do you recall Gerhardt showing you this email about increased life insurance on the morning of the hike?
I'm sorry, I don't recall that.
Okay.
She don't recall.
You arrive at the Poly Lookout parking lot at mid-morning, maybe around 10 a.m., yes?
Yes, a little earlier.
And when you got there, it was a busy parking lot. There was the Poly Lookout there. There was a lot of cars, tour buses, and people in the parking lot, yes?
It wasn't that busy when we first got there. There were definitely,
Now,
I can't say for sure, sir.
there was a lot of people there, right?
Yes, yep.
You mentioned going to the lookout first and then going to start the hike, correct?
That's correct, sir.
Not too far into the hike, on the trail, and heads up further on the trail on his own, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And you mentioned today that that was because you weren't feeling good about the heights and the cliffs and the heights. You didn't feel good. You didn't want to go on, yes?
Yes, sir.
You guys have been on hikes and activities involving heights before, yes?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, showing defense counsel D-147, 149, and 156. May I approach?
Yes.
Ma'am, you take a look at D-147. That's a photo of you and friend going ziplining, correct?
That's correct.
Is that Gianna?
Yes, it is, sir.
Is that a fair and accurate depiction of you and your best friend, Gianna?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, move to admit D-147.
Sorry.
Mr. Warner. No, you want the mark for identification as exhibit D-147 is receiving evidence?
I'll trade with you. Give me that one back, please.
Sure, sir.
D-149. Is that a picture of you on a zip line?
Yes, sir, it is.
Is that a fair and accurate depiction? 49.
Mr. Warner. No objection.
Lastly,
What
D.
has been marked for identification as exhibit D-1?
Hold
Hold on 1 second. All right, can y'all hear me now? All right, come on.
No objection. What is the mark for identification as D-156 is receiving evidence?
Let's start, please, with publishing D-147. We're just talking about that day not feeling good about the heights and whatnot. This is a picture of you and Gianna going ziplining, yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Go to D-140. That's a picture of you on the zip line, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go to 156. That's a picture of you on a hike from 2023, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you were willing to stand there and take a picture that day, correct?
Yes, I was.
All right, you take that down. So on this day, you're saying not feeling good about the heights, and that's what caused Gerhardt to go off on his own because you were going to stay back, correct?
That's why I stopped hiking. Yes, sir.
But you do acknowledge that he left you on this trail, not very far in from the parking lot, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, you say today to this jury that you told him, I'm just going to wait here for you, right?
That's correct, sir.
And you're under oath today, right?
Yes. Sir, I am.
Isn't it true when the deep situation? Sure. Remember telling me?
Sounds accurate.
Okay, well, would seeing the transcript of what you told the detective help to refresh your memory?
Sure. But I don't disagree that happened. So I don't know that I need to look at it, but I will if you'd like me to.
Well, it depends. So,
Sure, let's look at it.
Okay, well, let's just to be fair and give you a chance to look at it, okay?
Thank you.
And this is D-107, Your Honor, and Mr. Garner. Page 7, lines 1 through 4. If you can just read, sorry, line 1, read it to yourself, not out loud.
Sure.
Read it till line 4, and let me know when you're done.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am, isn't it true you told the detective that day when Gerhardt got back to where you were waiting, he said, oh, you're still here, right?
Yes, sir. That's true.
As in he thought you were going back to the car, right?
That was not the implication, sir.
But to be clear, the area that you guys stopped was not very far in from the hike, not very far into the hike, not very far in from the busy parking lot, correct?
That's right. It wasn't very far. That's correct.
You described it as about 400 yards in, correct?
I don't think I described it that way, sir.
Okay. Would seeing what you told the detective help you recall that that's how you described it?
Sure.
We're now going to go to D-106, page 10. One second. I apologize. Didn't you describe it as about a quarter mile in?
That sounds more accurate, sir.
I apologize. Quarter mile is 400 yards, right?
I have no idea, sir.
Okay.
Need a calculator out.
All right. But you described it as about a quarter mile in, yes?
Yes, sir.
Not super far up this trail from the parking lot, correct?
A quarter mile. I mean, it's uphill and it's rocky, but yes,
But not super far into the trail, correct?
a quarter mile, sir.
So now he comes back and you say he wants to at some point take a selfie, correct?
That's right, sir.
And you don't want to take a selfie where he wants you to take a selfie, correct?
I didn't want to get too close to the edge of the cliff, sir.
And you indicate that at some point in the process that he says, get back over here, I'm sick of this shit, and he tries to throw you off the cliff in response to that, yes?
That was after the selfie, but shortly thereafter, yes.
Okay. And you indicated that when he initially, according to your version of events, when he initially grabs you,
Ask the question.
according to your version of events, when he grabs you, he says, get back over here. And your first thought was that he was kidding because he really wanted a selfie, right?
It was just very shocking. So yes, my initial reaction was, he must be kidding, yes.
But isn't it true you told the detective, my first instinct was that he was kidding and he really wanted a selfie?
Yes, sir.
And then you throw yourself on the ground, correct?
We're like wrestling. So he grabs me. I realize he's not kidding because he's forcefully moving me towards the edge. We wrestle and I throw myself on the ground. Yes, sir.
And when you did that, you were about 10 feet away from the cliff, correct?
Something like that, yes, sir.
And that's what you told the detective, you're 10 feet away from the cliff, yes?
I think I said I was about 10 feet away from the cliff, sir.
Where you end up on the ground, there were plants, shrubbery, and trees in that area between you and the cliff, correct?
Yes, sir.
You mentioned now that there's kind of a scuffle or fight going on where you're, I think you said you bit him, you're grabbing his testicles, and there's a scuffle going on, correct?
Prior to that, he's trying to pull me and drag me, and then he gets on top of me, and then yes, we're kind of
There's a scuffle going on.
scuffling.
And you're biting him, you're grabbing his testicles, yes?
Yes, sir.
Now, you said that at some point he has a syringe, correct?
Yes, sir.
And according to you, you did not see where he grabbed that from. Is that right?
That's right, sir.
1 second, Your Honor. 1 second, ma'am. And according to you, he's holding this syringe, and according to you, you flick it out of his hand, right?
Yes, I swatted his hand and caused him to drop the syringe. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You mentioned that at some point, according to you, you see him holding a vial, correct?
Yes, sir.
And your belief was he was trying to load the syringe with the vial when he was wrestling with you, correct?
No, sir. The first syringe he produced.
1 second.
Sure.
Okay, so you knocked the first syringe, he's getting the second syringe, but you think the vial is because he wants to load the syringe, right?
That's right, sir.
According to you, this is happening while you're on top, he's on top of you, according to you, there's a kind of a scuffle going on, and he's holding a vial with one hand, reaching for another, into his bag with his other hand, and he's also covering your mouth at some point, right?
Yes, sir. If I can explain, he has the vial in his right hand and a closed fist. And so he's using that arm and hand to kind of hold me down. And then when I'm trying to talk to him too. And when I start screaming, he gives up his search for the syringe with his left hand and will hold his hand over my mouth while I scream and then resume looking at his bag.
So one hand, holding you down, what's going on, according to you, yes?
When he's sitting on top of me, so his
Right.
weight is on me too, sir, yes.
And then you guys are having a conversation as well. Now, at some point you mentioned he picks up a rock, correct?
Yes, sir.
And he starts to hit you with the rock according to he picks up when you guys are on the ground, correct?
That's my, that's how it felt. Yes.
Yeah. I bet you believe that's how I felt. See, now that's why I just want to let it go for a minute so I can actually hear how he was going to pencil her into this shit. Man, get her ass. He was doing all of that on the ground. I was having a conversation. Oh, okay.
Okay. And according to you, Gerhardt then blasts you in the head with all his might 10 times with this rock, correct?
I don't know that I used those exact words, but he used the rock to hit me, and it was my impression that he was using his full force at the time when asked.
Okay. You said that he was bashing it against your face and head, yes?
Yes, sir.
He was smashing it into your head and face, yes?
Yes, sir.
Full blast, 100% of his power is what you said, yes?
Yes, sir.
And 10 times, yes?
I said as many as 10 times, sir. I wasn't counting.
10
You
times.
told that to the detective. You told that to the grand jury, correct?
Yes, sir.
Under oath, right?
Yes.
That it was as many as 10 times, correct?
Yes, sir.
Your head.
So look, a man got so much strength. He was in the hospital for a couple of hours and got out. After got hit about tens of times. That's because you're saying really more than 10. Well, this is diabolical.
Forehead and eye is what you said, yes?
That's right, sir.
To your knowledge, you did not lose consciousness, correct?
To my knowledge, I did not lose consciousness, correct?
You're taken to Queens and examinations and tests were done on you, yes?
Yes, sir.
In particular, a CAT scan, correct?
Yes, sir.
You did not have any skull fractures, correct?
Yeah, he's blow.
Yeah, no facial fractures, correct?
That's correct. No fracture on my face.
You were discharged the next day, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she blow by blow. Oh, she lied.
When you started to head towards where the witnesses were, Gerhardt didn't come after you, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And they help you down the mountain, and towards the bottom, you actually stand up and walk for the bottom part to get to the wall with their assistance, right?
I didn't really walk there. I was holding on to both. I was more carried than walking. But yes, I was upright.
Okay, you were more carried than walking. Is that your testimony?
Yes, sir.
But you were standing on your 2 feet walking, correct?
I was upright.
Okay. You were standing on your 2 feet and moving, correct? Downwards, right?
Was they dragging you?
With their support.
Sure.
You were coherent and able to answer questions when the first officer got there, yes?
I don't know if I spoke to an officer. I recall talking to an EMT at the bottom.
Okay. When you mentioned when the witnesses got there and you're crawling away, okay, you said Gerhardt was standing there staring, right? Crawling away, talking and yelling to the witnesses. He saw that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. You go back to Maui. 3 days later.
He did. They did get into it. He hit her because she said he hit him first, and it's making sense. So I'm just saying.
You say that this work bag of his gets turned into the police, correct?
The evidence specialist picked it up on that Friday.
Okay. And you said today that you're at home and you see his work bag and you open it and you say under oath today to this jury, the word you used was, I was surprised. I was surprised to see the syringes and vials, right? That's what you said today, right?
Yes, sir.
You were aware that work bag was something he kept with him at home and would take to and from the hospital every day. You were aware of that before this incident, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And in fact, you were aware
So why was he?
that he would bring syringes and vial, lidocaine and other stuff and have it at home in case of emergencies, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You knew that before you discovered this work bag, right?
Yes, sir.
The detective asked you, have you ever seen him bring home any type of medications or syringes for work prior to this? And you said, yeah. You told the detective you knew about it, right?
He had brought things home from work before. The surprise was that the bag was full and seemed to have a lot of stuff. I didn't realize the volume or the regularity.
You check this bag.
The detective asked you about the work bag, and you said it was something he would take to and from work every day, right?
Yes, sir.
The first call you make upon this discovery is not to the police, not to the prosecutors, but to your attorney, correct?
That's correct, sir.
This is 3 days later, right? The 27th of March, 2025, correct?
That's correct, on a Thursday.
By then you had an attorney, yes.
Yes, sir.
Attorney.
First call you make is to your attorney. He says, we're going to introduce this into the case. And he calls the police, correct?
I'm not sure. He says it's relevant. We need to have the police come get it. It's probably relevant.
Oh my God.
You're discharged from the hospital on March 25th and you return to Maui and you continue your care, correct?
That's right, sir.
And we mentioned by the March 27th, you had an attorney, yes?
Yes, sir.
On March 31st, you go to see your primary care doctor on Maui, Dr. Joanna Yun, correct? Or Yun, correct?
That sounds right. The date I'm not certain of, but thereabouts for sure.
She was your primary care doctor, yes?
Yes, for
You had
sure.
a doctor-patient relationship with her from before this incident, correct?
Yes, sir.
During that visit, correct?
Yes, sir.
She comes up with well, could you actually access your, that was with Kaiser, correct?
Yes, sir.
Could you access your Kaiser records at the time online?
I'm sure I could. Yes, sir.
She comes up with a diagnosis list for the visit. And then the next day on April 1st, you email her and you ask her, hey, doctor, do you mind adding traumatic brain injury
Oh,
to your diagnosis list?
Objection, rule of completeness. Sustained.
I'm going to get to the second part of it. We'll read the exact email.
she asked the oh my God. Why would she ask the doc? Oh my God.
Isn't it true you emailed Dr. Yun? Hi, Dr. Yun, on April 1st, 10 a.m., 10:03 a.m. Would you mind adding either traumatic brain injury or concussion to the diagnosis notes from my appointment on March 31st? I want to make sure the documentation is consistent between my care at Queens and back on Maui. Do you remember emailing that to your primary care physician on April 1st, about a week after this incident?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my. Oh we.
She had not included that on her diagnosis list after your visit, correct? Traumatic brain injury or concussion, correct?
Correct. That's the
I'm
purpose of
sorry,
the
I apologize. She had not added traumatic brain injury to her diagnosis list, correct?
for her notes for the 31st. That's correct.
You had an attorney by March 27th, correct?
Yes, sir.
April 1st, you emailing the doctor saying, can you please add traumatic brain injury to my diagnosis, correct?
Objection, rule of completeness. Sustained.
Cross.
Sustained.
Partially, what you emailed your doctor was, can you add traumatic brain injury to my diagnosis? Yes?
Sustained.
Okay, I'll read the whole email. You said to your doctor, would you mind adding either traumatic brain injury or concussion to the diagnosis note from my appointment on March 31st? I want to make sure the documentation is consistent between my care at Queens and back here in Maui. That's what you told her, right? That's what you emailed her, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware that nowhere in your Queens records does it ever say traumatic brain injury?
I'm on met with Dr. Yoon on the
Now,
31st.
my question is, did you review your Queens records from your stay at Queens before you emailed Dr. Yoon on April 1st saying you want to make sure the documentation is consistent between my care at Queens and back here in Maui? Did you review your records at Queens before you sent that email?
I don't recall, sir.
She don't recall. But she said something else before that. Now, do you believe this man tried to kill her? She was never diagnosed with no traumatic brain. She asked this doctor to do. Oh my God.
Ma'am, following the incident, well, I'm sorry, prior to the incident, you and Gerhardt had joint bank accounts together, correct?
Yes, sir.
Joint meaning they belong to both of you, yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
For example, you had a joint saving account with Gerhardt with Capital One, yes?
Yes, sir.
And you admit that back then Gerhardt made more money than you, correct?
Yes, sir.
More of the money in joint account was from his earnings than yours, yes?
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
In other words, he put more money into that account than you did, correct?
Yes, sir.
On March 27th, 3 days after the incident, you opened up, you went on, well, I'm assuming, well, let me ask you this way. You opened up an individual checking account only in your name, without Gerhardt being on that, and you moved $123,515.38 from the joint account that belonged to both of you, and you moved that money into your individual account, correct?
I moved a large amount of money. The exact dollars I'm not sure of, but it is in that ballpark, sir.
In the ballpark of 120, 130 grand, right?
For sure. Yes, sir.
And you didn't ask Gerhardt's permission to do that, did you?
That's correct. I did not.
No, you didn't take half
Yeah. Hold up, what?
of it and leave half of it for him, did you?
No, sir.
In front of a computer,
Yes, sir.
logged on,
Yes, sir.
created your own new account
I made a new bank account. Yes, sir.
online, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 3 days after the incident, correct?
Oh, I see where he going with this. Man, I see where he going with this. You were able to do all that, but you had a traumatic brain injury, bitch. Like, look at this shit, y'all. And then she moved 100 and his most. Oh, wait.
Yes, sir.
Did that by yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, by
On
herself.
March 27th, when you did move that money, you had not yet filed for divorce. Is that right?
That's correct.
You were planning to do so, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were aware, weren't you, when you did this, move the money, that once you filed for divorce, there would be a automatic restraining order that prevented you from moving money like that.
I was not aware of that at this time.
Oh, she said she was not aware of that. But she has an attorney. She made a bank account up real quick. Took all the money out. Then filed for divorce. Knowing that when you do that, it'll be a hold on it. And she said she wasn't aware of that. Then why the fuck did you do that? What the fuck is this, y'all? Oh, wee.
So you moved the money without his permission before filing for divorce, and you talked to your attorney about that as well, correct?
I talked to my attorney about whether or not I was allowed to move money from a joint bank account.
Oh, so you did. So hold up. So this and this dude is, now listen, this dude is good. So you think your attorney, and this is the thing right here, because attorneys ain't fucking stupid. They know, and I hope this broad don't sit up here and say, attorney, man, oh my God, y'all.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, and he told you can as long as you don't file for divorce yet, right?
He did not say that, sir.
Later on, when you were asked about this, you indicated to the prosecutors that you did it because, in part, there was a need to pay back your parents $85,000 from a loan that they had given you and Gerhardt, correct? That's what you told the prosecutors. That partly why you moved that money, partially, was because you wanted to. There was a loan your parents had given you and Gerhardt for $85,000, and you wanted to pay them back with the money you moved. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And
Oh,
your parents were not in a rush to get.
Hold up. Wow.
Paid, correct? You guys had been paying them off slowly, correct?
Prior to this, we had been paying them off slowly. That's correct, sir.
And in fact, isn't it true that later on when you filed for divorce and you and your divorce attorney tried to get access to Gerhardt's retirement accounts, one of the things that was stated in that proceeding was that you had been making ends meet by seeking the financial support of your family, meaning your parents. You remember asserting that to the family court in your divorce case?
Yes, sir. I remember that.
Okay. So in the family court divorce case, you're indicating that your parents are helping you get by financially, but in response to this money, this thing about moving the money, you said that you need to pay them back the 85 grand right away, correct?
At the time when I paid them back, I did not know that they were going to be in a financial position to help me in the way they are now.
Wow.
Did they say to you when you told them, hey, here's the 85 grand, did they say to you, hold on to it, use it, you're going to need help?
No, sir.
And by the way, this online banking that you did on the 27th of March, online, created your new account, moved the money on the 27th of March. I guess that was 4 days before you asked your primary care doctor to add traumatic brain injury to your diagnosis, correct?
Sustained.
That's the truth, though.
At the time you moved the money, on March 27th, that was 4 days before, sat down at a computer, logged onto it, opened up your online banking, created a new account, moved the money from the joint to that one, new one. That was 4 days before you emailed your primary care doctor asking her to add traumatic brain injury and concussion to your diagnosis list, correct?
I'm not sure of the exact date of the bank account, but yes, in general.
You eventually do get a divorce attorney named Brianne Wong Leong, yes?
That's correct, sir.
And you guys do file a complaint for divorce, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And you indicate on the complaint that you should get full custody of the kids, correct?
Yes, sir.
Emil, his son, your stepson, continues to live with you to this day, yes?
That's correct, sir.
While the case was pending, again, correct?
Occasionally, yes, sir.
1 second. Your Honor, at this time, we'd like to admit D-184. It's a summary chart from the phone records of Ms. Konig in this case. D-184. I believe the prosecutor chance to. I'm approaching you with what's called D1 that summarizes what was in your phone records. And if you could please turn to what is the third page. And then when you're there, it starts on September 5th, 2024 at the top. See that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you go down to March 29th, 2025, which is 5 days after the incident, it looks like Mr. Miller tried to call you 3 times, correct?
Please give me a second to look at this. Some of them don't look different. I'm not sure what the
Oh, I
columns are.
apologize. You know what? You might be right. He attempts to, it's repetitive, but he tries to call you on the March 29th, 2025, yes?
That's correct. March 29th.
And then at 23:51, it looks like the two of you have a 13-minute phone call, yes? Please, according to the phone records, right?
Just a second, please.
Number, if you go to the left-hand marking, number 620.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that was with his personal cell phone, correct?
I'm not sure which numbers, but how it's marked. That's how it seems.
And then again on April 22nd, there's another call that's 31 minutes, 36 seconds long on 8:14, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then there's other call, but that's all the ones I'm going to talk about right now. You can hand it back to me. In the divorce case, you in this case to get the upper hand in that case, correct?
The
Let me
criminal case.
rephrase.
Thank you.
Do you recall last week, the day this trial started, you signed off on a document that was submitted to family court
Last week.
called a motion to set. You remember that?
Yes, sir. I remember signing the motion to
And
set.
in that motion, well, you signed it and adopted it through. Remember
Yes,
that?
sir.
And that motion details the allegations in this case and then states that you should get full custody of the kids, correct?
Yes, sir.
That the father should not have any contact with the kids due to a finding of family violence, yes?
Consistent with previous ruling, yes.
That you should keep your retirement and get half of his, right?
Yes, sir.
That you should keep the house, right?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we've been going for a while. I may be almost done, but I'd like to take the lunch break to double check through all my exhibits and notes. Off record.
So we're lunch break now, but I have to come back 1:30 as well. So 1:30, I'm gonna have you come back at 1 o'clock. Still no lunch. Try to reach your time. Read notebooks on the chair. Don't talk to me about this case. Keep an open mind. Do not try to learn about this case outside the courtroom. All of you have a good lunch. See you at 1 o'clock. All right.
Okay. So it's
One CPC-25-373. Please present in court with all 4 counsel of record. All jurors are back in the courtroom. Ms. Gerhardt Konig is on the stand. Ms. Konig, you're still under oath. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience. Mr. Otake, whenever you're ready, you can resume your cross-examination.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Ms. Konig. I know it's been a long morning. I only have 2 quick follow-ups that I forgot to ask you about earlier. You mentioned when I was asking you about the fact that you were using WhatsApp to communicate with Mr. Miller instead of your phone or email. Text messages on your phone or email. I think you indicated or you would use WhatsApp to talk to other people at work from time to time too, correct?
When we talk about work.
You were instructed to use encrypted messaging, right?
Yes, sir. We try message counts, and so does WhatsApp.
Now, in August of 2024, you went on a trip to South Africa with Mr. Miller, correct?
And another Terra Power employee, yes, sir.
I didn't ask that. I asked if Mr. Miller went on that trip with you, yes or no?
Yes, he did, sir.
And in fact, not only did he go on that trip with you, he advocated for you to be able to go on that trip with him, yes?
He helped set the group of people going, yes, sir.
And he specifically got you to be able to go on that trip with him, yes?
I don't know the answer to that, sir.
Do you recall messaging him on WhatsApp on October 30th and saying, I know I said it earlier, but I sincerely appreciate you getting me on this trip. You remember messaging that to Mr. Miller in August after this trip?
Yes, sir.
No further questions. Thank you, Ms. Konig.
Thank you.
Okay. So I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this was good. This was good. And it's gonna be interesting. Watching the rest of this. But we're gonna be on it. Oh yeah, we're gonna be on it. So man, I appreciate y'all. I love all y'all, man, for staying up, rocking with me. Man, y'all the truth. Man, I love y'all to death. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. See y'all soon. Man, y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. I'm on that bullshit again.
Let me tell y'all a little story about me. In the boxing world, my name is Mr. IOTBA. The acronyms for IOTBA is
Mr. Undeniable, hold up. Mr. These boys can't touch me.
If you do, bet I ain't got shit to prove. Boo does go tooth, little bruise, smile sharp enough to choose. Bang, bang, right through your cool. Walking like a rumor with a pulse. Lip curl sweeter than your cold. My eyes say try me and you freeze like salt. Got your huggle. You wanted that smoke, I'm the whole damn stack. Got your huggle. Step up, I'll clear the room. You're a daisy if you do. You're a daisy if you do.
R-U-L.
All aces in my hand, better back. Tongue sharp like a tag, hit a click, clack. You wanted that heat, now it's time to meet the sun. No shade, just black. Walk slow, silver in my lap. Halo, crooked heart attack. Say your piece, talk that trash. I turn every word to glass. Cut deep.
Oh shit, it's your boy Mr. IOTBA. I'm touching down from that 2, 1, 4, and I'm on that bullshit again. I'm on that bullshit today, right? Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. I was scrolling up my articles, and what do I see? So see, y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. I must address the bullshit.
RUF, truth.